All right, it is Snake Draft Monday. We are joined by how many times have you been on Feitelberg? I think this is your third time.
I was gonna
maybe?
say 3. Yeah.
TV
I don't know.
themes.
I don't know if I've even made the voting once.
TV themes, and I think we did beers.
Beers with Dana.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that. And also we have Kevin. KFC is back. He is sitting in for Carl. KFC, welcome back.
2 times in a week. Let's go.
Two times. I don't know when I'm airing this, but we were on recently.
I do. I told you this already, Ed. You're in for a tough day. I have a pocket full of first round picks with me, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a massacre.
The only guy who's ever showed up with only first rounders.
Twice, it's the second time in a row I'm doing it.
That's
Remember when Dana was trying to draft, I think it was Sam Adams for craft beer?
I do remember that. I do remember that.
Dana,
That's not the most Dana thing in the world. I love it.
He's like Bud Light Lime.
What was your theme you liked it with the Hills? Was it the Hills?
I think
Never has anyone. Can I just talk about that real
Yeah.
quick? I've tweeted this before, but I want to say it on this show. Never has anyone been more vindicated and proven correct after being fucking roasted and clowned than you and Unwritten.
Thank you, Kevin.
And because I remember when you made that pick, I was like, I kind of fuck with this song. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good pick.
That has
And-
nothing to do with it, though. Everybody
Yes, it
likes
does.
the song.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
It doesn't
And then the fact that if-
exemplify college, though. That's what it was. It was like...
But that's different for everyone. And I interpreted it a different way. Like that song, I
bangs.
picture sleeping in the morning, Saturday mornings, hungover, and having marathons of that show with that song going, and that to me is like and that
And
song was
also-
out.
and
That
then-
song was played at the bars and pre-games. It absolutely is a college song. You're still an idiot. He's telling you you're an idiot to your face, and you can't accept it.
And I also think even with the little what was the exact draft reason, you guys were clowning that because you were like, what, the fucking Hills song?
Yeah.
What? And then it turned out to
like
be
the song.
like an internet sensation because it's funny that we all like the Hills song. It's very unexpected.
But he
It
sold
was
it
the
wrong.
song of
That
the
was
summer.
problem.
Yeah.
18
Maybe
years
that's
He
later.
true.
sold it wrong. We're thinking college party. If you would have said an after hours, if you would have said a day drink, I would have been like, all right, I can meet you there on
I don't think it's that crazy. I don't
It's
think
Do you
those
think
are
it's
far away
that
from
bad
party.
as like a 10 p.m.? Like I don't think
it's
it
the
plays
same.
10
Yeah,
p.m.
I think
Oh,
all things.
yeah.
Now it does
It
when
is.
we're at in our lives, but I'm saying in college
No.
at that time.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
you
I-
were-
bro,
But we were in
It's a
college at
timeless song.
different times.
But
Like
it
that
doesn't-
song
But
was
also, that song is proving to be timeless because 20 years later, people are still goofing off to it. So,
Yep.
yeah, I think it plays at nighttime,
Kevin,
daytime.
that's how we're arguing.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it is, you
is.
dumb dickhead.
It was a
Yes,
great-
it is. The
it's a
song
great
is so
song.
good that you can play
I'm
it at
just
any
gonna
time.
inch over to this side of the table.
The
Get away
song
from
is
this
so
fucking
good
guy.
that you can play it at any time, so they played it during a
Of
college
course.
party.
It's a great song.
I'm not drafting a fucking Rolling Stone song that is timeless because it doesn't fit
But it's a
college
party
life.
song.
It is a party song.
I don't think that... I was in college when that song came out, too. It wasn't like... I don't remember...
Bro, they were playing Tipsy and shit at 10 p.m.
Sure,
Like,
but I
that's
mean,
what
there's
was
other
alcohol,
songs that you
blaming
can
it on
play.
the
Of course there are.
It's right up there with like Party in the USA.
That's
and
what I
that's-
drafted.
They're the same type of fucking song, you dumb dickhead.
we
I
played
disagree.
Party in the USA at every fucking
right.
party
You
ever.
could say the same
Exactly.
shit about that.
Exactly. So you see
So
what I have to
but-
deal with?
Yeah.
If we're slurping chief, I had a burrata salad last night.
And that's another one. Burrata, it's almost the only. It is almost exclusively the only appetizer I get is cheese.
It's fucking
Burrata
great.
cheese is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Again, we were drafting summer foods, and he
Yes,
took that
it's the most
first.
summertime thing in the
Very.
world.
It's
a
over a hot dog or a cheeseburger or a rack
For
of
an
ribs.
appetizer,
But they midstream switched it to help their own argument. That was like the initial Red Ed was
No,
switching
this
to
guy-
a backyard
I
barbecue.
hate this.
It
Well, that would be crazy.
It would be crazy.
Yeah.
But it was framed as summertime food. I'm picturing a patio. I'm picturing, like windows open in a restaurant.
Yeah.
That is a nice heirloom tomato with that
Did you throw a rack
This
of
is-
ribs in there? I think of that as like a fall food. Rack of ribs.
He took
Yeah,
brisket,
4th of July.
actually.
But this is what I mean when I deal with the raccoons. It's
No,
just
this
they
is-
have they don't understand anything.
Okay, now explain lanyard.
No,
I can't
Exchange
justify.
rates.
Look, I've
Exchange
had
rates.
some bad picks.
But and also
I don't
it
even know what
matters
the lanyard
too.
is, but that's a
Context
bad
matters.
answer. Whatever that draft was, it's a bad answer.
It was like
It was-
sporting event things like
Context
in
matters.
souvenir, and
Yeah.
you drafted a lanyard. Like,
But it was like the 5th round, and honestly, I don't like anything. So
I was grabbing things
Yeah,
out.
It was
And listen,
Hawaiian shirt day.
context matters. I mean, like that was in the first round too. Again,
Yes.
we're just gonna skip over that. And here's the thing: this is an awful spot for me to be in because either I agree with his fucking narrative.
you
that
should
he tries
start
to shift
agreeing
on
with
everyone,
me more. You'd be a lot
Yeah,
better
this is the
off.
sophisticated side of the table
Yeah.
over here.
But then I never want to be on this guy's side.
Never.
So that's
The
why
worst
it's a
thing
tough
is when
spot.
Dave backs you. It's like, oh fuck.
It's like there's a Sunny episode where Frank is on Dennis's side, and Dennis goes, "Stop agreeing with me."
I would say, yeah, I guess that this all comes back to the debate about whether you draft to win or you draft like for honesty. When I sit down, if I'm getting an appetizer, it's burrata. So in my mind, it's a first round pick.
Fuck yeah.
But I could understand where the rest of the world isn't drafting that. But in my mind,
But in that, to your point on that whole thing, I know I'm probably right when the other three guys on the panel disagree, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
The
I
entire
actually
internet.
feel
This is
pretty
great.
good.
Like,
But you guys,
I'm gonna move the show along for the
Yeah,
sake
yeah,
of
yeah,
moving
you're
the
right.
show
Yeah, you're
along. But
also, I
that's
just wanted on the record.
insane.
I'm a last minute fill in call up here. I'm just here to. I'm a body for this draft. I'm trying to think of my sounds really quickly.
Yeah.
We'll see where I end up. But
But
well,
it's a good
didn't
one
John
to be.
give you a bunch in the car?
I'm on the honor system here, not drafting what John took.
It's a good one to be a fill-in for. Though.
Yes,
like
yeah, for sure.
this
And
is-
also his ones, like I can get by without a couple of the ones we both agreed on.
Mine
A
are
couple
pretty
of them.
unique.
Sounds like you don't think they're all first rounders.
They're all good. You didn't have
No,
you didn't-
yeah, no, they're all. They're all good. Yeah. I don't know.
That was
Also, let me just ask.
naked.
I kind of asked him this: is this sound? What is this? What is this draft?
best sounds.
Best sounds, meaning like it can be what this sound triggers in my brain, or like I like the sound in my ears.
I think if you
I
say
think
the
that-
sound, you're like, yeah, you know what, that's a good sound. I think
okay.
that's,
I have
you know,
I have a question though.
what?
Could it? I feel like it can't be like a musical.
No.
Right,
no.
right.
I
You
think
can't draft a song.
No, not drafting a song.
Here's
the deal.
He's just gonna work. Well,
Okay.
I know what he's
All
already
right.
thinking, obviously, and I think I would vote for that to stay
All
if
right.
that got called.
I think
up.
there are jingles that apply.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that's
I-
different.
I-
from a
I-
song.
That's gonna be a murky waters if a jingle applies, but a song.
I
doesn't.
just have. I think mine will fly. I think mine will fly.
Yeah, well, just
I
blame me
think
if
so.
anything goes wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so a jingle works, but would a TV theme song play?
no,
No.
that's
No.
a song.
A jingle's a song, brother. I'm just
jingle's
saying
just a
you're gonna
jingle.
get yourself in trouble.
I know. I already knew that.
It's part of the. It's
Yeah,
part of the
it's
game.
a draft, I
You know,
know.
they pay Goodell $40 million a year to be like
Correct.
to take the bullets. That's what you're doing.
Is that how much you get?
Give me the booze. Just give me the booze. So just getting thousands of mentions about how much of an idiot I am. So,
And
but
the
all right.
communist.
I love
Yes.
how on 2 drafts ago he was with the Stu draft. He was so nervous about getting shit on by the entire internet that immediately he just posted the text messages. Immediately.
I missed that.
He's getting ahead of the narrative.
It had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, gotta control the
I had to
story.
take all the heat. Okay, so best sounds draft. Here we go. Harry has 1 through 5 behind his back. John, what number is it?
3.
No.
KFC.
It is 4, obviously.
No.
What an
Chief.
idiot you are.
2.
Yes.
I'll take the 4th spot.
Whoa.
That's a
I gotta see. I'm gonna let it come to me a little bit. See
Whoa.
what happens here.
1 through 4.
Wait, did you?
White Sox.
3.
Dave.
No.
2.
No.
Fights.
4.
No.
1.
Yes.
I'll take the first pick.
All right. That has happened, by the way, and I think Dave got it wrong, and we just reset.
I was gonna say shit. I wasn't paying attention.
1 through 3. Dave.
1.
No.
2.
Yes.
I'll go 2. 1 or 2. John.
2.
Yes.
Bang.
Third or
3.
fifth.
3, please.
All right.
Please.
All right. White Sox.
I shouldn't have
Dave.
taken the first pick because now I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, you don't always want that. That's for sure. We don't know who won the last draft because, like I said, we're recording a bunch of these because these guys are in town. Hey, let's take a quick break here because I want to talk to everybody about Upstart. Upstart, it's a powered personal loan that can help you pay down high interest debt all online with simple and easy to understand payment terms. Upstart has helped over 1.8 million customers on their path to financial freedom. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, Upstart can get you help with one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. Upstart also knows that you're more than just your credit score. So rather than looking at your credit score alone, Upstart's model considers other factors like your income, employment, and other information provided in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. You can check your rate in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000 without impacting your credit score, which is great. And you can even receive the funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan, which is even better if you need to get that money in a timely fashion. So don't wait and check your rate today at upstart.com/Eddie. That's upstart.com/Eddie, EDDIE to check your rate today. Don't forget to use our URL because that let them know that we sent you. One more time, loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/Eddie and start being smarter about your debt today. Okay. So without further ado, KFC, you're on the clock, number 1 overall.
I mean, I think I had to take one of the ones we talked about.
That was a collaboration, a brainstorm, right?
We talked about some that were broader. That yeah. I mean, I think you know the ones of mine you can't take.
Yes.
There are others that
There are definitely ones that you don't have.
Hey, do you got a carpet problem over there?
Yeah.
I can help. After the draft, though.
Okay.
Dave took like chicken shears to the carpet at one point around his desk.
If you look at
cut
this
it
spot, there's a huge cut.
Okay.
I couldn't deal with it anymore.
I'm just gonna kind of go generic here. But safe, I'm gonna go the crack of the bat.
Yeah.
Crack of the bat. That's okay one. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crack of the bat. You know, you put the barrel on the ball, and that's one that it sounds good in your ears, but it also signals field of dreams, like the green grass. You're at the park. You watch the ball fucking
You can
sail
smell
over
the lawnmower.
all of
cutting.
it.
I have like a very clear visual of like walking up Fenway, seeing the grass, hearing BP, and you're like, that's some summer shit. That's some like nostalgia, not mom and dad and son shit.
Yeah, and I know it's a different
big one.
sport with Rudy, but it's one of those like, this is the most beautiful sight these eyes have ever seen. That's like, this is the most beautiful sound these ears have ever heard.
I remember Chris Bryant's like first spring training, so they had like an empty stadium and he was taking BP
and shit.
it echoed, and have never heard it like so clean, so powerful. And I was like, whoa!
Also,
like you could feel it in your chest, like through your phone.
What is weird is there is a difference. Like really good players, sound. It's like,
Different
oh
crack.
man, Trout's bat somehow sounds different. You know. So,
Now, my question is the crack bat.
is it the bat of the ball?
I'm going to say a pick, though.
Yeah, you
but I
can't.
think I have to do it.
No,
what?
you don't, unless you want to pick it here.
Why? Do you think this is...
I don't know what you're gonna say, but I don't.
Well,
think
there's different bats, Chief.
Okay.
Oh, no, wood bat. You got to go wood
Oh
bat.
no,
yeah,
I think that's fair.
Oh, totally. But I think you think wood when you say
I am
crack.
thinking,
Yeah.
So
I
I will
know,
clarify.
I
That's
know.
I'm saying
Ping.
wooden bat to the ball.
I
Yeah.
know that's what you meant, but is a ping? Does a ping have a little debate? To be in
I
this
don't think we should be talking about this. To be
I don't
honest.
think so
I think
either.
that this is still on the board. If you're asking
It
me,
definitely is on the board.
I think it's on the board. I think it's not nearly as good as the crack.
No, not even on the
yeah.
same
But
planet.
I also think that within, if you want to just say the word ping, there's other pings. There's ping is a whole different debate, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be baseball. I don't think so. I feel like this is a crack, and the other thing we're talking about is a ping.
Okay.
This is gonna feel like a very like Seinfeld
All right.
draft. This is a bat. No, it's a cring. It's a bat.
Just poking holes here. Crack of the bat is off the board. That's number 1. Okay, I'm up. I'm gonna take a thunderstorm.
That's
I
that
mean,
was
there's-
what I. That's all I wanted.
It's a great one.
Yeah, I mean,
Thunderstorm's a good one. I will say thunderstorms can also be a scary one. I'm not
There's
like
been some thunder in New York recently, the past couple weeks.
I don't have PTSD. I'm not a veteran. I'm not a dog. But you
are a dog.
There are some times where I'm like, geez, I wish this would stop.
If it's during the day, I don't want it. If it's when I'm sleeping, I sleep like a fucking rock through thunderstorms.
Dude, there's been a couple in New York recently. I've been sleeping through it. I don't know about you. But like my kids have been freaking out, running into me like the house is shaking. I'm like, it's just
once you get when you get like the like. When was like you're wondering when the building was built? You're like, I mean, we're good.
should be fine.
my kids yell. I didn't teach them this. I don't know who did. Someone else on the other side of the family maybe. They go, God's bowling. God's bowling.
Yeah. Angels are bowling. That's what my
angels
parents
are
said.
bowling, and he's crying with the tears. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, this is getting weird. But you know what? I like it more for sleeping. Like,
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Pitter patter.
Even
almost.
if
maybe
you
not even
do-
thunderstorm, just rain, but like the
Well,
pitter patter.
I mean-
is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah.
Even
I
if you
think
do
we-
a sound machine, it's great.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
have you? Do you guys had Rainforest Cafe, right?
Never been.
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
I didn't even
I-
know what they were until like recently.
Really?
Until they
You
started
he
closing.
introduced me to them. I never
Okay.
went though. But
Last time I was in Chicago, I spent like $300 on Rainforest Cafe t-shirts, and then forgot him at the Rainforest Cafe.
But there was something about those chicken tenders when you had that going in the back and it got a little dark. It made it a little better.
In fact,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to the
A little
Rainforest
butter.
Cafe while we're here and get some
Oh,
t-shirts.
John, no.
Dude,
We
when-
got bad
wait,
news.
is it a
It's
Chicago
gone?
thing?
Hey,
Is
to
that-
brag it to you, closed.
It's
yeah.
closed.
Fuck, dude. It wasn't
Yeah.
that long ago. It was when I came for the Winter Classic at Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
since
they-
then.
Is
it
it
was
in
like
New
a
York?
couple months
No.
ago.
Yeah, it's indoor. It's indoor.
No,
Is
in
it what?
New York.
Oh, I think they're national.
Because
I
I,
think they're
I had
closing
like
down
never
everywhere,
even
though, right?
seen it,
Yeah.
but I'm also
Fun
Yeah.
fact about the Rainforest Cafe: the
John Taffer told us this, right?
the thunderstorm was John Taffer's idea.
Really?
Yep.
And the timing.
That
Yep.
motherfucker.
He
It was
like,
to get
it's
people out of the tables.
every 30 minutes or something
Yeah.
because nobody. Like it's almost like, oh, it's thunder again. We gotta go. Like if you sit through two thunders,
So
it's
he's
like,
like
this is crazy.
classically conditioning them
It's like
to get
Pavlov's
up and
dog to
Yeah.
get up and get a new customer in.
The butt funnel Sunday
fucking
ticket.
awesome.
Like this guy.
You know what else? Sometimes I wonder, and it would almost make it even better though, is if Taffer's just like blowing smoke. Like I invented this, and, and scientifically it means that. It's
Yeah.
like
It's like Bobby
I think
Valentine
you just
with the
said like
rap.
push it every 30 minutes.
I was
things
gonna-
that you can't disprove.
Right.
You know?
I didn't even know that his what was it? I was like, what do you mean? I thought that got people to stay because it works the opposite on me.
I want
We're
more.
like thunderstorm, round of drinks.
But it truly is soothing. Like
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Yeah.
Rainforest.
It doesn't
something
make
about
sense.
That
because
one
it's
on
loud
Monday
obnoxious.
was a little much. I
Yeah,
would
it
say.
was
Yeah.
heavy. It was
Yeah.
heavy. So yeah, happy to get it second overall. John, you're up.
Bar down, taking the ping of the post. Had to get that one in before Chief.
Does that hurt you, Chief?
No, I mean it was definitely on my list, but yeah.
Wait,
I
what'd
mean,
you say? Sorry.
Like hockey.
hockey
like,
puck.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, pick it- okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is either the best or the worst sound in the world.
That's
but
what
it's
I was going to
memorable.
say.
Yeah,
like
you know,
for
it's
me,
like-
more times than not, it's basically just a turnover. Puck's going the other way. Yeah.
God, there's no relief like a post when it's against you, and then there's no worse. It's like the fucking oh my god.
Quarter
You're gonna
inch.
Think about that the rest of your
Yeah.
life.
It is one of my it is my favorite sound, I think. But it is like what do you think of? What play is it?
What play?
Yeah, like do you have one that sticks out? Mine is I think it was Eiserman against the Blues.
Oh, that's
I
like
mean,
an all-time one.
an
Yeah,
all
like just over the blue
fucking
line, or
time,
maybe
dude.
right outside the blue line, just
Yeah.
hammered double overtime. That was sick.
That one,
Yeah.
that one is. I mean, the shot they always show too is right behind the net.
Yeah.
and it's just
Like what a
fucking
camera angle.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. That's in like still all the playoff commercials.
Yeah.
and will be forever, and it should. That
The thing
is like
about
the-
it too is also I feel like one of the most meaningful sports sounds because how many people are in a given hockey arena? A full
20.
one.
18 to 20.
18.
How many people do you think are following the puck? Like closely, like know where the
I
puck
think if
is
you're
at all
in the
time.
stadium, you're following it.
I
pretty
don't know,
closely.
dude.
There's
Some-
some sight lines
Yeah,
and
that-
shit too.
some- yes.
People with bad eyes on the other end of the
Yes.
ice.
Yes, or you just miss it, but you hear it, and everyone knows how close it was.
Yeah.
And
Something.
and it's half, not half, but depending on who's at home or whatever, a majority is going like, or they're
Yeah.
going no, or they're like God.
See, I feel like that's a more dramatic, and this could just be my own bias, but in baseball, the crack of the bat when you're watching a game, that gets my attention because I'm always like dicking around talking, people watching in a baseball game because it's just like a little slower pace. Where you hear it and you're like, is that going out?
Yeah.
Where hockey, I feel like maybe, and it could just be my bias, where I'm just more locked in because
Depends on when.
chaotic.
If it's overtime, or
True,
there's a couple
true.
minutes left in the
Yeah.
period, but if it's like first period, 10 minutes to
1000%.
go,
Yeah.
and you get a ping, it's like, oh, all right,
The ping is a great noise though.
yeah,
It is.
Ping's a solid sound.
Yeah.
Good pick. I wonder how many of these are going to be sports, by the way.
My list is pretty sports
I think
heavy.
that I think if your list is full of sports, it's a bad list.
You're a loser. Yeah, I think I'm tapped out now. I mean, I could. Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I
got
have
one
other
other
ones,
one.
but I think I'm.
I mean,
done
that,
with
that
it.
buffoon Dave is going to pick all sports over there.
Yeah. Well, you just put Barada in a box too, which I love. So you
No,
just said it's
I
gonna-
have sports heavy, but I don't know how many I'll end up taking for sports.
All right.
To me,
Yeah, you're up.
I'm taking a sports one. I'm taking the ball hitting the mitt. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah. The
ball
crack.
in the
It's
that-
gotta be a
that-
new mitt.
It's in that pop in the catcher's mitt specifically.
That was my other. I think those are the two baseball. There's
Yeah.
other baseball ones, but
Yeah.
those are top two.
And that's like the same kind of what you were saying before. I think it was you, where it's like moments with your dad, like you just hear like that sound, like you're playing catch in the yard, just like and it's hitting that mitt, and it's just.
I also think there's such a difference too, though. The first time you hear a
a
pop
real
between
one?
me and you playing
Yeah.
catch, and then a major leaguer, even not even like I remember watching my high school team play when I was a kid, and the third baseman was like a really good athlete, fucking zipped it across the diamond, and it like echoed, and I was like, whoa, and then obviously the major league level is on a whole different level.
Yeah.
I think the duo of it too. I know you can't pick two, so we keep like adding sounds, but it's like the hiss to the pop.
Yeah.
is
That's
so
true too.
fun.
That's true too. Yeah.
When you see that's like a
tight
pitcher almost.
backspin.
Yeah.
I remember I was in high school. I went to a game at Miller Park, and we got there super early for BP. But then also we're just like watching them play long toss, and you can see how the ball like tails. So and it was empty, so you could hear like the whole like for seconds. It felt like pop. It was
Dude, I would be
awesome.
afraid to play catch with guys like that.
I would refuse.
Yeah. I'd be like, can we let's throw fly balls to each other. I don't need that. By the way, I just got a glove. I told John this. I'm getting all this T-ball shit for Keegan now that he can like actually play. So I bought myself a mitt that I haven't had a mitt in forever ago. I'm not one of these guys who takes it with me everywhere.
Wait, you're not like Dave who asked you to do podcasts because it'll help him get a mitt?
That's not
Dave,
true.
He does this a lot.
That's true. But sorry.
Long story short, this guy asked me to do his podcast, and he's decently connected around baseball. And he asked me what my favorite brand of mitt was. And I said, Heart of the Hide, Rawlings.
Yeah.
And he's like, I got one here for you. Send me your address.
Oh, that's cool.
And he sent it to me. And then a few days later, he hit me up. He's like, hey, man, would you mind seeing if Eddie would do it? I'm like, I would have just ignored him if he hadn't sent the mitt. So I told Eddie, I'm like, yo, this guy just sent me like a $300 mitt. Can you do this for me?
So
He
did I
did
say
it.
something wrong?
Oh, so you made him do it for your favor?
Yes,
That's
It was
insane.
after, but that's
He goes,
what he
hey
asked
man,
me.
I really love this mitt. Like this guy, he said the only thing he wants in return is for you to do a show. I'm like,
That is not the timeline of how it happened.
I thought it was
He
like
already
you do the
He
show.
said I did the show,
Right,
and
but
then
so that should be, I did the show, you get the mitt. You don't ask other people.
I felt bad because he sent me an expensive ass brand new mitt. So I'm like, Ed,
I'll be honest. I thought the price tag was gonna be higher than $300. I thought it was gonna be like
That's like
I
standard
got
for a
fucking
good
Roberto
quality mitt.
Clemente's mitt.
I really love these mitts when you do the show.
I
You
saw-
can stick around on a Zoom for 20 minutes.
No,
it's not a big deal.
it was an hour and a half. But, but I didn't mind. I'm just giving him shit.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
there's
of course.
because
I
there is
felt bad
humor in the
asking,
fact
though.
that he literally wanted a mitt. So he's like, hey, what the guy wants.
He already sent me the mitt,
I
and then
love-
he asked me. I'm like, all right, well, this guy just sent me a mitt, so
I love Dave being like, I felt bad. Not bad enough.
It's
but I felt
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
I'm better enough to pass this on to you.
Right.
Exactly.
it wasn't already. It was.
But
he didn't
anyway,
have to
my
do
point
it.
being that I got this mitt now. I got like $120 when I get like one of those fancy ones. But I'm gonna do the oil. I'm
It's
gonna break
45
it
minutes
in.
in.
Oh, the
I haven't
whole
done
deal.
that in 20 years. I'm so gassed to do that, and then probably never really use it.
You know
At
those
least for a
little
few more
like
years.
those little like giveaway bats they give out to kids. The little
Yeah.
wood. So tape a baseball to it and just pound it.
Oh, I
like that.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
what
I've
I used
also
to do.
decided in our ATI travels, just is totally off topic. If we're ever doing like a best weapons in a fight, 2 T-ball bats is fucking awesome. They're like metal and strong enough, but they're still tiny enough that you could just fucking
Yeah.
Whip them around.
That's a good idea.
Better than like one big bat, 2
Yeah.
T-ball bats, you would fuck motherfuckers up.
One of my only memories of my grandpa was that he would keep a little T-ball bat underneath his driver's seat. So when he would, if he ever got
somebody-
jumped, he was gonna beat the fuck out of
Yeah.
him with it. It was like, oh,
Yeah, that's just
I
no
don't.
joke.
Yeah.
I think someone could have a knife on me, and I still don't think I got the stones to hit him in the head with a bat. Because you're
killing
T-ball
somebody.
bat?
That's dude. That like fucking. I'm probably caving a motherfucker's skull in.
Yeah.
I don't know if
You've
I
been
got
hitting
that
the
in
gym,
me.
so yeah, maybe you could.
John's caving heads in with his fists, let alone his bats. Johnny One Punch over here will lay you out.
Yeah, it's not good. All right, White Sox Dave, what do we got?
I am going campfire crackling.
That's a
Burning
great
wood.
one. Had it on my list.
It's so good that I don't know if you guys have Comcast at home or whatever, but during the Christmas season, you can just go to a
Yule
channel
log,
and they have the U-Log.
Netflix has it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
love
Netflix
that
is like the
sound.
most used thing
In the
ever.
in the
The
wintertime.
retention rate on it
Yeah.
is like insane. Obviously,
That's a great one. It's a great one. It's on my list.
Very, very cathartic. Just listen to it.
Very
You're like,
strong
ah.
sound. Now, does the smell that comes along with it?
I like that
factor
smell
in?
personally, so long as it's not like obviously
Overwhelming.
overwhelming. If you're like engulfed in smoke, but like if you can kind of smell the smoke, it's a great smell.
Yeah.
Also, like it's got to be a true. They make those Duraflame logs that have some crackle. It's got to be the wood,
The real
real
deal.
wood, because those are also sometimes those pops that you go.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel like
whoa,
those
whoa,
are.
hang on.
I'll purposely put like a pine log in there because that has the sap and that's what gives it the big pop. So I'll always throw like 1 or 2 of those in the fire. My new place has a wood burning fireplace. I can't wait to have sweaters and fucking everything. Just have
got a
it
house?
go. Yeah, apartment, but yeah.
But and has it like
Yeah.
a chimney, like a
the
real.
whole deal. Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So
Because usually they're like little fake ones.
I got
No,
the
it's-
fake one.
it's the real.
The fake one's cool, like
Yeah.
because it's just in an apartment in a city, you need it, whatever. But the number one thing I have when I get a house, like need a fireplace.
Real deal fireplace. Yeah.
Really?
I would love to have one of those like walk-in.
Oh,
Like,
the huge
The
ones.
room you can light on fire.
Yes.
Like a Game of Thrones.
Whistle
look
pig,
at-
like Beauty and the Beast shit, where you
Yeah.
can go
Yeah.
inside that thing. It's like up to your head, which then
Yeah.
you do not need it. You need like a pile of wood to build
Yeah.
a big enough one to even make it look normal. But those are awesome.
Yeah, they are sweet.
Yeah. Campfire crackling. White Sox, Dave, you're up again.
This one, I am gonna go. This is the. Yeah, it's the last golf one, or not golf one, sports one I have. The golf ball hitting the tin cup.
Ooh,
You're just
Yeah,
that
that-
Yeah, it just circles
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
and.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good one.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. I would have said like
It's perfect on like a Saturday morning when you don't got shit to do. I only golf a couple times a year these days, but if it's like early in the morning, nobody else is on the course, and you hit that, you just sink a putt and you hear that noise. I love that sound.
Yeah, that's a strong sound. It is. It's not one I hear very often,
Yeah.
if ever.
It's a good
Because
sound though.
Even when I golf, I'm not hitting it very often. Because I usually end it with like, that's a gimme, right? It doesn't get to the cup.
We're inside 10 feet.
Some, even like mini golf. It's a
Yeah.
nice,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
satisfying
yeah.
sound when you make
It
it.
definitely is.
All right, so golf putt is out. Chief, you're up.
I'll take a steak sizzling. So if you put one in like a cast iron, you get that pan super hot, a little bit of butter, a little olive oil, drop a fresh piece of meat in there, just that sizzle, that crackle. I think that is great. So get your mouth watering. Love that sound.
I like it because I know it's coming more than the sound itself.
Ooh.
I know I got a good
Or
ass
like-
steak coming or something.
Yeah, I can see that. Like that is the
Meaning like Pavlov's dog, like you hear that. and you're like,
Yeah. Maybe is
that's
part
when
of
like
it.
that's when it stops. You stop cooking at that point because I feel like you've done all your prep before then. Like you've sliced your onions and your fucking peppers and shit like that. So like that's when you kind of transition from I'm cooking, I'm making a meal to like
I'm about to eat.
it's about to eat
Yeah.
time.
What about like that same sizzle sound, but like if you're in a restaurant and the waiter walks by with the fajitas.
Nope.
That's
I
like-
hate that.
You don't
I
like
hate
that?
I hate that.
Hate
I fucking
fajitas.
Hate fajitas.
What, I'm
Why?
talking
I
I'm
about.
at a
think this is-
restaurant.
I think this
you
is
make the food for me.
You control your own fucking destiny.
No, dude. If I want to control my own destiny, I'll stay in my own kitchen.
Bro, you could say that about anything. It's like wash your own car. You control your own destiny. Do your own laundry. Well, you're controlling your own destiny. It's like fuck that.
Are you kidding me?
when
I
I
think,
go
I think
to a
me and John
restaurant,
have built our hate, like we cross streams together, and now we double hate fajitas.
Fajitas is
Yeah.
your fucking
And
steak.
it's so dramatic. You're a
Fajitas?
drama queen if you get fajitas.
It's the very common trope. You're not buying the steak, you're buying the sizzle. That's what you're buying.
no, you're not. You don't know. You're selling the sizzle.
They're
That's
selling
what-
it.
Yeah.
Well, they're the same thing.
No,
No,
the
because
exact
they're
opposite thing, Dave.
It's not the exact. The restaurant is selling the sizzle. You're buying the sizzle. It's the same thing. But the point is that you're paying extra for all that fucking charade.
Yeah,
just
that
give me the
sucks.
fucking food.
Yeah, that.
Right.
But like
Oh,
when
we're
you're
on the same
selling the
side.
sizzle,
Yeah. Yeah.
what
Dude,
they're
it
saying is
tastes
I'm
better,
selling them on
though.
the nonsense.
It tastes
Exactly.
better,
That's what
though.
I'm saying.
Oh,
You're
you know
buying
what?
the
You're
nonsense.
pro
Yeah.
nonsense.
You're buying the nonsense. They're selling the nonsense.
I don't want the
hates it.
nonsense. I want the fucking.
So does he.
So does
We're
he.
all- we are
We're
on
all
the
on the
same
same
side.
page.
We're on the same page.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought we were arguing too. He's saying it is nonsense. It's stupid to have all that, and that's what you're also paying
No,
extra for.
dude.
It's double wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're on the
You
same
and I.
side.
You see
Right
right
here.
here.
No, it tastes better though because they could dupe
No.
you if they throw the steak on your plate. But if you see it on that hot plate, that's fresh.
Bro,
they just
it's,
made that
it's
fucker.
like 20 feet extra fresh from that kitchen to your table. And I would hope it's like making your own sandwich or rolling your own burrito. They do it. They know the proportions better. It's nicer. It's like when I make it, I'm always like, I have leftover chicken. I have leftover, it's.
I will say this is very embarrassing. I didn't know that little container. I didn't even know it was a container where they store the tortillas. Didn't know they were there. I was eating for my entire life. I was eating fajitas with. I thought it was just like steak
was
and
not
vegetables.
wrapping?
Nope.
Oh, that's funny.
What is wrong with you?
She's like,
You never thought to pull the little square puller thing?
He's at his 17th different restaurant being like, God, they forgot my tortillas.
No.
Again, you didn't even know
No,
what tortillas.
I didn't know that they came with it. I didn't even
What did
know.
you think of? You didn't know what a fajita was.
You thought a fajita was a dish.
I
like
thought it was a dish. Like it's like the onions, the peppers, and the steak, and that, or chicken, whatever your meat
What an
is.
outrageous order that would be.
I like it. So, but I was like, this is probably like 3 years ago. Someone like asked me when we were out to dinner, and I was like, "What do you mean?" So I learned that the tortillas come with fajitas like 33 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to tortillas.
Yeah,
Tortillas,
are
I know,
great.
like
I
wraps
love
kinda had
Mexican
a,
food in general.
But
eat it, like,
I
5
think in
times a week.
general, like, wraps are almost like, for a little while, people thought they were like healthy, even though they're like just as fucking much carb as bread. I think, I'll put candy in there, wrap up chocolate. I'll fucking throw a scoop of ice cream in there. Just like an extra carby thing to chew with all your favorite foods. I think tortillas should be on everything. Or everything should be on
Flour
tortillas.
only?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Corn tortillas, disgusting.
I agree with
Ooh,
that.
I like
You're
corn
wrong.
tortillas.
Corn
Bro,
tortillas
are like
so
a
much
rubber
better.
mat. It's disgusting.
My only problem
They
with
are
the corn
so
is that
much
they
better.
fall apart.
Yeah.
pretty easily,
Yeah, that's
but-
They're
That-
floppy and flimsy, and then they crumble. It's the worst of all worlds.
For a taco, you got to go corn tortilla.
No.
No, dude. Flour tortilla is far.
He's a lemming, dude.
Far superior.
Yeah, all of a sudden these hipsters in Brooklyn are like, it's the authentic way to do it. It's like,
I don't
the
give a
authentic way to
flying
do it
fuck
sucks.
about that.
Huh?
It's better.
No, it's not.
No, it's a dude.
And maybe there's like one place, like the best Mexican chef in the world can make one, and maybe that's great. Well, then 99% of the other stores, restaurants you're going to, they suck.
I agree with you, and I was had for a while because people like shame you into getting. Oh,
Yeah.
you're not going to get corn, and then like at some point you just realize flour just tastes
Flowers,
better.
it's like this thick,
There's still a
thin,
ton of
floppy,
flour in it.
soft. Oh,
It's one of those
amazing.
things where I'm like, they're about the same for me.
no, they're
Yeah.
drastically different.
Or I like them both.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
look,
I mean, you can admit there's a tangible difference. You're just
Yeah.
saying your
It's like
your preference is the same.
Okay, I thought you were saying you can't taste the difference.
Oh no! I like them both.
That's like
but
being
it's
like, I like
when
white
the-
bread and I like wheat bread, but there's a difference.
Right,
You
but
know?
like when the corn tortilla people are like, "Oh, what do you mean?" Like, I'm like, I don't know. I
Do you ever
like
do
flour
like
today.
peanut butter and jelly on a wrap? Great,
Never tried that.
great. They're all great.
I'm learning a lot today.
To your pick, steak sizzling. I like when you're at a diner and you see the grill, like you're at the
Yeah.
grill or whatever,
Yeah.
and he's got the clean bottle and he's squirting it.
That's
the
a little
scrape
different.
off
Yes.
is awesome.
Yeah,
That's nice. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I think just the sizzle sound is.
yeah,
what-
the sizzle sound.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Palace Grill over by the United
Yeah.
Center?
Yes, I have.
That's
I
like
have.
the all time.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
John, you're up.
I'm up. Okay, this one, it's gonna look hardo on the graphic, but I can't let the graphic dictate my picks. Second overall pick, an orgasm. But not the fucking porn
Bonk!
shit. Not the fucking yeah. Not that. The real one. The the job's done. That sound like job is done. Okay, I can fucking. There's no clearer sound of like clocking out, baby. I'm done. Like work is over.
You know what?
I fucking nailed it.
You know what usually immediately follows up her is your.
Are you taking
you
the
were like,
male
I don't-
orgasm?
What's up?
The male orgasm.
No.
No.
Female
okay.
orgasm.
And I'm saying the male orgasm comes right after that because
Yes.
you know the job is finished.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
My turn.
Yeah, I've been holding this back for 90 seconds now.
Is Roman the sponsor of this episode?
There you go.
There you go.
Get
I
to
know.
the brought to you by Roman.
I know it's gonna look bad on the graphic. That's a good pick. That's a first round pick.
Dave, any thoughts?
Have you
I don't
ever
know
had
that
a
it's
girl
really
come?
Yeah,
Have you ever
a
heard of this
sound
before?
though? And it's
definitively a
different.
sound.
It's different
Oh, he's
for
just like
every
different
girl.
girls sound different.
Yeah.
Well, but that's I think when you I think that's kind of his point is maybe if a girl's faking it, it's always
Oh,
like
it's yeah.
The
But
show.
everybody when there's always I think there's something that is universal that's like
The side.
You can
Yeah.
feel him tensing up. I feel like kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can like see it in their like face.
There are girls watching this like, Jesus Christ.
There's no girls watching this.
Yeah.
This is that meme of the three
Yeah.
dudes just sitting with 3 kids. So what's an orgasm like?
We're gonna need to get this sound dubbed in. So if anyone wants to, help us out, that'd be great. All right, orgasm. That's not gonna play on the graphic. But
It's not gonna play on the graphic. It's a good fucking thing. I want an asterisk on it. You gotta listen to the argument. The argument's strong. It's solid.
Put KFC's T-shirt on there for the pick.
for
Oh, the Riley Reid meme.
Yeah.
yeah. Yes. All right. Orgasms off the board.
Real quick, before we move on, Dave, can I get a dip? Haven't had a dip in.
Oh, don't do it.
Haven't
Don't
had
do
a-
it.
Haven't had a dip. In
Don't
probably
do it.
Almost a year.
Are
Don't
you
do
only
it.
doing it because you saw
Don't
it?
do it.
Almost a year.
He's not even looking at me.
Probably,
He's like, I'm not acknowledging it.
probably like probably since last August. So close to a year.
Don't do it.
I don't think I remember one of the last few times I was
did
in
it.
New York, I bought you a can. We were like meeting up at a bar, and you're like, "Hey, bring a can of dip," and I did, and it was fine and everything. But I don't think that was a year ago. I don't.
I mean,
feel like
okay,
it
so
was.
maybe I quit a year ago, and maybe
I was gonna ask because I haven't noticed you dipping at all. Teach me your ways.
I just stopped.
That ain't happening.
All right, I'm up. Fuck, man. It's hard not to go super sports heavy. It really is.
If you're a simpleton. If you're not a well-rounded individual.
You didn't have the female orgasm on your
No,
list?
I didn't.
Yeah.
That's on me. All right, I'm gonna go with the sound of an arena after buzzer beater, like the
So just
fucking
like the
roar?
crowd, like
the roar after a buzzer beater. Yes, like or it could be. I mean, but that's the thing. Even if it's
What do you mean? No, that's a good one. I think.
That's not like I'm thinking of shit that is like soothing and to the soul.
Well, that's your,
like this is
what you're thinking. Some people are not thinking about soothing.
I mean, it's very subjective, obviously, what's good for sounds. But
Or
like
you're talking about a
crowd
buzzer
roar?
beater at home.
arena after buzzer beater.
At home.
Arena because it could be not because even if even
Well, but that's two different
like,
sounds, I
that's-
feel
yeah.
like.
That is- so I'll go-
100%. So are
I'm
you
gonna go with
taking
the
the
roar
hush
then.
or the roar?
I'm gonna
Okay.
go with the roar. The
So-
roar is obviously better.
I think the best part about that is the hush.
Silence the second
as
right
the
before.
ball's in the air.
That's why a basketball buzzer beater more than like a
Beats
hockey one. It just happens.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a long three or even
Yeah.
better like a half court. It's like it feels like it's in slow motion.
Yeah.
Right. It's like it feels like it's like 3 days long, but it's only a split second.
I loved the Embiid one from a few years ago. They put "Father Stretch My Hands" over it, but
Yeah.
the Kawhi Leonard one where it bounced.
Oh,
and
yeah,
good
yeah,
dunk,
yeah.
good dunk.
Yeah.
But
You-
yeah,
you don't
And
like
you know
it?
what's a really great one for that? Larry Johnson's 4-point play.
Oh, the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a camera angle from the top corner of the garden, so you can see pretty much the entire arena. And when that ball goes in, everybody
Just
stopped.
goes
It
nuts.
was like, oh my god.
Yeah, and you also have the like
Oh,
if,
yeah,
if you
you
get
get
it
the-
before.
Oh yeah,
like,
this,
as
that was
time
more just the big
expired.
three with a foul. This has a buzzer,
Yeah.
the
You got a
actual
buzzer,
buzzer.
too.
Yeah.
There's a lot going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
How can you hate the roar after a buzzer beater?
I don't hate it. It's just like
Doesn't soothe
I've never
him.
been like, wow, I love that sound, like I have with many other things.
Have
like,
you ever?
That's a great sound.
Have you ever been in the arena when something like that happened? Because that's
That's a big difference.
spectacular.
Also, this is kind of the question I was asking in the beginning, though. Is it like that is like a sound that you're associating your emotions with,
Right.
Versus like I like the way it sounds in my ears.
Thank you.
But there's two ways to do this.
Best sounds.
I guess
But
so.
I like the way
You
it
can go
sounds in
both
my
ways.
ears too.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I guess I actually don't. I don't like a loud.
It's impossible not to get caught up in that energy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
Yeah,
energy.
that sound
it's
has
not
an
the-
energy, and that's really what it is.
Yes.
You know,
the
versus
sound
like,
creates the energy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You haven't sold me yet.
Well, roar after buzzer beater. Kevin, you're up.
I am gonna take the Sunday night HBO zoom sound.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
on
like
my
the night, whatever. Obviously, it's before all of their shows, but specifically when it was a Game of Thrones
Yeah.
night,
Oh, yeah.
or
Yeah.
actually that's a good internet question that floats up every now and when you hear that. What's the first song?
What's the first show?
I think Sopranos.
Sopranos.
Yeah, so
Or
I
I immediately hear that.
Entourage,
Oh yeah, with Entourage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
That's a great. That was on my board.
that
That's
to
a
me
great
is
one.
That's a very good. It's a unique one too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of that one. Very
because
good.
I'm in the TV mode too. There's
Yeah,
other
yeah,
TV
yeah.
ones, but I went with HBO. I think that's the crown
best one.
That's a
Yeah.
very good one.
That's an awesome pick.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome pick.
It's just static, but they fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
it's static, but that in a hum.
Yeah, there's like a.
Yeah.
That is nice. Good pick.
Good pick.
You're up again.
Oh, all right. I mean, it would be disingenuous if I didn't get horny with it too. I'm gonna go with WAP.
A wet ass pussy.
Macaroni in a pot.
Wet puss.
I mean, it's a
I'll
sound.
be honest, I don't know if I like that one. Whenever I hear that, I try and fart or something.
I mean, when I get that, I go. Oh.
Because macaroni in a pot does not sound
It
great.
doesn't sound good.
No.
Well, all right, prudes. Fuck you guys. I don't know. I'm pretty pumped when I hear that sound. All right. See, that is the opposite. Like objectively, if I'm not fucking and I hear that noise, I'm like, yeah. But if I am, I'm like, hey, oh,
You're rolling. Dave, what do we think?
Kevin said it perfectly. If you are the one that is creating the sound, awesome. If
or
not,
if you're like
I'm
watching
like,
porn or something, right?
Or I guess
If you're
yeah.
in the mood in any way, But yeah, outside.
If you're hard. That's what you're saying. If your dick's soft, you don't like it. If your dick's hard, you like it.
And if it's not compared to something else like macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Don't do that. Like there's no way
Actually,
to
no, it
compare
didn't ruin it for me. It didn't do any. It didn't ruin it or make it better because I like
It just
macaroni
perfectly
cheese.
described it.
Yeah,
It just is. I mean, it's dead on.
Yeah.
And it's funny too because it's either is good macaroni and cheese and good pussy. They both have to be quality for that noise to be the case.
Velveeta.
You should start calling pussy Velveeta. You get some Velveeta this weekend, man?
There you go. Shapes or no shapes.
What was my first pick? Oh, baseball.
Crack of the bat, yeah. All right, I'm back up again. All right, before I make this pick, though, I do want to talk about our OG sponsor, the original sponsor of the show, JP Graziano. It's barbecue season. No mistake there. I mean, it's July. We are in the heat of barbecue season, but don't sleep on the beef kits, people. I'm telling you, everywhere you go, there's going to be burgers, there's going to be dogs, there's going to be sausage, but be a hero. Change things up a little bit. Grab that crock pot, bring it to your buddies, cut up a couple pieces of bread, and get some new flavor at the barbecue. Your friends will thank you. I promise you that. It's simple. It's easy to use. All you got to do is go to tasterealchicago.com. It'll send you all the instructions in the box, and you'll just have a little bit different flavor there, like I said, at that barbecue. So go do that. Also, if you've been craving that Mr. G, craving that porchetta, craving that muffaletta sandwich, JP will be back open on Wednesday this week. They're taking a little extra day, some well-deserved time off. So if you've been craving the sandwiches or just, craving that beautiful old school store, they'll be back on Wednesday this week after some time off for the 4th of July. And on Thursday, some of the best things going. They have another collab. This time it's going to be with John Zaragoza, and they're making birria beef sandwiches. Jim, I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I know you'll let me know. But no joke, these collabs are some of the best things going. So go check that out. TasteRealChicago.com, JPGraziano.com, 901 West Randolph, heart of the West Loop. You guys know the drill. Go check out JP. Go support JP. We love him, and we will always do that. So, that's JP Graziano, and here we go with my third pick.
Dude, there's one I want you guys to pick because I don't want it to be off the board, but I'm not going to pick it, I don't think. So I'm hoping. I thought it would be gone already by now
Some kind of.
Really?
What the fuck does that mean? Why don't you just pick it yourself then?
because I got more interesting picks.
Oh, okay. I get it. I've got a couple ones that I hope slipped to me, but I'm surprised that they're not gone yet either.
All right, I think you're going to get it. We might have talked about it in the car. Yeah, we talked about it in the car.
Oh,
Well, you
well,
said a
mine-
different thing. Okay. Well,
Mine's not.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go sports. I'm going to go with the clean dap.
wow, dude. I'm going to have to take
Was
it.
that
That
it?
was going to be my next
Oh,
one.
really?
One of his things.
Yeah.
That is.
Dude.
And honestly,
That was
if
my
I
next
was,
pick, you dirt dog.
if I was,
damn.
I'll be honest, if I was a rat motherfucker, that's the one I would have stolen. Because I thought that was great. When he said it, I was like, oh,
Clean dab.
You feel so good
Dude,
when you
yes.
do that too, because they are like for me, because I'm not like super cool or coordinated. They're a little bit rare, so when you
Yeah.
get that one,
White guy,
it's like
clean white guy daps are like a
it's like a shooting star.
it's Haley's comment, you know.
Dude, it's
Some of the best moments of my life are
Yeah.
when I get a clean dap with a black guy.
dude. This is
Yeah, if it's an interracial one, forget about it.
this is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm admitting it, but there's a GIF of me at the on the first ever Grit tour of when we're doing the milk chug, and like these kids were like, "Yo, that's cool as hell," like puking, and this little black kid came up to me, and I have the cleanest dap with him, and it fucking echoed. We were in some park in Indianapolis, and it echoed. Like I remember this moment. I fucking cleanly dapped up like a 7-year-old.
Dude, don't listen. We told this on the NBA or the MLB hat draft we did a couple months ago with Coley. Carl and I both had opposite stories about how he botched the
worst.
dap with Tyler, and I nailed mine with Tyler. And Coley's like, well, that's great to know that he's the only guy you're really dapping, you know? So it was.
Did you have a? Excuse me. Did you have a clean dap with Sway?
Yes.
This is an unbelievable moment in John's life. Is Sway at Sirius XM?
Dude, we were at Sirius XM. We're in the fucking in the lobby at Sirius, and I was dressed like an asshole, believe it or not. And so Sway like must have thought I was somebody.
We don't know why. We don't
So-
know what it was. Either he thought he was somebody, or he knew who you were and just happens to be a big Feitelberg
and has
fan,
never
or
talked
whatever.
to me again since. But he came across the lobby, got people out of his way. He'd be like, "What's up, baby? How you been?" And we just had like this clean dap, and came in, and then he's like, "Yo, stay strong," whatever he said, and walked away. And Kevin was standing right there.
I was like, "What the
And we were both like, what the hell was that?
I'm so ridiculously like lame about this. Like if I search my name and white guy dap, I make sure whoever's filming me that day, I'm like, can you cut that for me? I've got a clean dap with Soulja Boy. I got a clean dap with Funkmaster Flex. Trent got one with Master P recently, and I quote tweeted like, "I'm so happy for you, dude." There was one that I got. There was one I got in Miami Super Bowl. We had the Up in Smoke, not Up in Smoke, all the Smoke guys.
Okay.
And I think it was. I'm not sure if it was No, it was Steven Jackson. And it was a reach across the couch with his long ass arms too, and it was like perfect. And I was like, I'm good for a month, man.
Do you think there's like a little bit of an element where they're like Magic Johnson and you're Kurt Rambis just putting it up in the basket? Like,
You know what? I don't know where it's like they
it's
say.
like the greatest assist that could even make you look cool.
But I don't know. I think it takes two to tango.
Yeah,
because they
okay.
can do everything right, and if you're a
Yeah.
goofball about it,
Yeah.
It's still, how about when people say if you look at someone's elbow you get the high five, right?
Yeah.
I don't find that to be a thing at all.
I don't either.
I need to
I
look
don't-
at the
I don't-
hands.
What? Are we going?
That's good.
That's all right.
This is that
I was
if the
testing his
girls were
hypothesis.
watching and making fun of the orgasms, the black guys are watching. Making fun. If these guys are talking about shaking hands. What is the deal?
My point from before remains.
Hey, we're bringing over the we got the 21%.
Yeah.
So people might be tuning in. Apparently, 21% of our audience is African American.
Oh, wow.
Really?
There's just no way. that's
According
true.
to Nielsen, like the real statistics, they went through all of our demos with us. Who is married? Who makes this much money? Who likes sports? All the different things. 1 out of 5, apparently. It just
Wow.
can't
There's
possibly
just
be.
no chance.
I said there
That's-
wasn't 21 total, let alone 21%.
Well, also, I think it's like 11 or 13% of the population, so you have like a bump over
double,
the generic.
double,
Yeah.
the
Right.
the
Wow.
cross section of America. I don't know,
Dude,
but
by
yeah,
the-
this is a big thing of mine.
quick about that Steven Jackson. I ruined the vibe so fast after that. Remember what happened after that?
You did some corny white boy shit.
No, I took off my shirt and Wallow shaved my chest.
Yes.
And Steven Jackson.
They were like, what?
Steven Jackson was like, "What the fuck, Wallow?"
That's unreal.
He's like,
was- that
"Fucking
was
Wallow,
funny.
I'm coming here to hang out with you. You shaving this dude's chest."
And you know why it is such a good thing? Because what we're talking about is the good pop, right? So there is an element
I mean, it
that's
was
like
good,
that was
but-
pleasing. It's also, it's that you didn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a bad
Oh.
one. I went for the pound. You went for the. I had another tweet in there when I searched it. I said, just had the worst white guy dap / pound mix up in Grand Central. He ended up covering my entire fist like rock, paper, scissors. I want to die. Because that, it's just.
The pandemic really was tough for the dap.
Yeah, right. When people say like that, the handshake is now dead.
Cities in a handshake both died.
Yeah, whoops.
Easy. I'm glad I took it then.
Yeah,
great one.
Now I'm gonna take the one I wanted someone else to take. It's fucking crack of a beer. It was fucking stupid.
That is a good one though.
It's a good one,
It's
but
it's a necessary
because
one.
it is like again the emotion it elicits is like you're off the clock.
Yeah, that's
Like,
exactly it. That's exactly it.
It's
Yeah.
like the orgasm. It's like all right, day's done. I've done everything I need to do today. Time to fucking do what I want to do now.
All of our this has been another draft, I think, best beers, right?
Yeah.
Your first beer of the day, your first beer off of work, your first beer after shoveling, all that shit. All of those have cracks,
Yeah.
So it's like all of those moments of I'm done with the hard work, or I'm off the clock, or I'm about to get fucked up, or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. Either I'm going to relax
Sex.
or I'm going to turn up.
Yeah.
One or the other. But
That's got an
you're
energy
getting
to
into
it
the
for
mode.
sure. Yep.
That's a good one though.
Yep.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's just not as good as the dab.
It's not that. I got that pop.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Chief, you're up.
I'll take Ocean Waves.
Fuck you, man.
So-
Wrong one.
Peaceful,
I didn't even think of that one. Very good.
So I loved it. So my family, a lot of my extended family's from New England. I'm remembering, you might have heard this place, Cranes Beach, Massachusetts. But there was always like this big hill, and you would like walk up this hill, and you could hear like the ocean, we're almost there.
Yeah.
But it's like that calm, kind of peaceful sound. I love that sound of like ocean waves like hitting the beach.
Now, question for you, because I was going to take this next, and if it's like midday and you're at like Long Island Beach in Jersey or whatever, and it's like big waves, and it's I'm thinking like first thing in the morning, sun's just coming up, and it's like gentle waves, like
That is a good question.
kind of
Is it
slowly.
or is it
Yeah.
like
It
depends. Like,
water,
there's so
almost like a
many-
babbling brook, almost?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a little trickle.
Just a trickle. That's
But
what I was
feel
going
like
to
it's
take.
both depending on like how far away you are from it, and like
This motherfucker's trying to take the whole ocean. you should have said
He is.
ocean, man.
I said ocean
Yeah,
waves.
there you go.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of ocean, how I did what you said this morning. I went over and I worked out by Lake Michigan. I did
You did. How
I did
was
my
it?
jump rope.
Did you enjoy it?
Worst advice you ever given me. No,
Was it slam?
He
actually,
couldn't
no.
cross the street. He's gonna blame you for it.
No. That actually wasn't it. I was gonna tell us on the podcast, but maybe I'll do both. But dude, so I'm on the walkway, right?
Yeah,
Where,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, they're walking
Yep.
2 ways, and then they have bike 2 ways.
Yep.
And I'm there, and I'm jumping rope, and I'm definitively I'm in the way. But like, there's very few people.
You're telling me you're jumping rope on basically like a roadway?
It's
people,
like a
like,
bike path.
It's a
Yeah,
walkway. But
that's
look,
ridiculous.
No. Look, I took a picture so you can see like how, like very.
Did anybody have to go around you?
Yes. But you saw me for 200 yards, and there weren't a ton of people. Like, while I was there for 25 minutes, probably 7 people walked by me, and everyone saw me coming from, and they would just go into the other lane, and then they'd walk around me, and it was, no one did anything. And then, I'm doing 2 weights. I'm doing a half-pound weight, going pretty good. And this older man, let's call him mid-50s to mid-60s, and he's got one of those hats on that kind of like a cowboy hat, but it's like safari. It's like flimsy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
And-
the Jurassic Park guy had.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And he's walking towards me, and he keeps coming. He's coming, and I just assume that he's got great depth perception. I guess like he can tell exactly where the rope's ending, and because he just keeps walking.
Oh no.
And I just fucking bang him in the head.
Jeez.
And he doesn't stop walking. He just keeps walking.
Wait, Terminator?
And then I said, Jesus, that was an interesting move. And he kind of turned and looked back at me and just kept walking.
You're lucky.
And
So it just hit him.
it
could've-
smoked him in the head.
But it could have.
That like
Captured
whips
him.
it could have captured him. Yeah. It
Like
smoked him.
lassoed him.
It was
Yeah.
on the half that it came back to
And then
me
it hit
instead
you,
of
yeah.
getting him.
That's like that-
It was like the post, like quarter inch when he missed the net.
That's the girl. The gif of the girl throwing the bag up.
Yeah.
I thought the bag came down on her head. It's the
rope.
strap.
Yeah.
You could have pulled him down.
And he just and then he looked back to say something. He saw I had headphones in, so he just turned around and kept walking. But I mean, I would have heard him if he said anything. And I was just like, "What the fuck was that?" Dude? It was one of the craziest things. It was a
If that
great experience.
happens-
Other than that,
If that
But-
happens to me,
Wow.
I'm at least demanding an apology.
But dude,
I'm not
like
gonna
he
fight
walked
you, but I'm gonna
into
be
it.
like, what the fuck, man?
He walked in.
Well,
like,
that doesn't matter.
He saw me for 200 yards.
Yeah, he
and
just-
just kept walking at me. Look here. Here's
True.
This is how empty. Like there weren't people walking.
I understand, but also, I think he did that on purpose. Then, I think he was. Like,
It was 1,000% on purpose.
yeah,
He
like,
was
like
trying to
this-
get a little like scam him or
Not
something.
even that. I think it's just like I think he's a martyr.
game of
He
chicken.
took that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
game
his
of
side.
chicken. You didn't. Neither of you blinked. He ended up with a fucking rope to the head.
That's
So
his
he
side,
loses.
yeah.
But I think he's also like, this is a walkway, and this motherfucker's jumping rope on it.
It was 9:30 in the morning on a Wednesday. It wasn't like this packed thing.
Stand for
right?
something or
time for
fall
a nice
for
walk.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time for a
there's.
stroll.
I think if you walked like just I don't know, maybe 20 more yards towards the lake, there's usually like those big platforms going down to the water. Would have been perfect.
Those
for
were
jumping.
those were more used. I was looking for the least used
okay,
area.
okay.
I went to the least used area, and he just walked right into it. It was great. I
that's a
respect
move.
it, but I was like, wow, he must see, like he must know, like he must see where the rope's ending, and there is enough room for him here. Nope,
Really not.
no. But aside from that, it was fantastic.
Oh,
experience.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
But the reason I bring that all up, what's the temp of the lake? Because people were swimming. I figured it must be cold.
Right
know what
now,
it
it's
is
got to
right
be
now.
like
It's got-
55, 60, I would guess.
typically
People were just
something we
hanging
can
out in
look
the
up.
water.
That's and that's fucking freezing.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
get,
figured.
I don't know, 60s like ocean.
Yeah, but I used to
Level.
go in as a kid, but like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Let's see what it says.
Do people swim in it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that was a big like Chicago Park District day camp field trip. You know, they take you there and they just,
Are there waves anywhere? Nick was saying kinda, but like
You
I didn't
could
see
yeah,
it.
depend. It's weather contingent,
Yeah.
and then
Got
like
it.
you can get like
Can you
I knew a guy
surf and
who's-
shit.
You'll
in the
see,
winter. Psychopaths do it.
You'll see
Yeah.
people try it, but
Yeah.
not really.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, that water's probably fucking freezing right now. How did we get on
It
that?
is
Ocean waves.
Ocean waves.
But that's like so
68 to 75 right now.
all right.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's like swimming
For sure.
Yeah,
for
it's not
sure.
bad.
all right, Dave, you're up.
I want. So I'm thinking of like just gentle waves, like
off
pouring
the
over
board.
rocks on
It's
the
off the board.
beach.
Sorry, he took it already.
Yeah.
I don't know that he did though.
I did. Ocean waves off the board. Next.
See, there's two different sounds though.
Ed.
I could take a
Ocean
cracked.
waves is gone.
I'm not talking to Ed
I don't
because we
have
know
the
his
energy.
shit.
I don't have the energy to.
Well,
argue
we
with
have
him.
to settle this.
What are you
'Cause
calling it then, Dave?
I think maybe you can come up with something else, like a
Like a
fucking
totally
river or
different
something,
pick.
right? Like,
Yeah.
like there are other waterways that you can get around this. I don't want to have to.
Fine,
hold your
I'll do
fucking
this
hand.
here and there if I like can't sleep. I'll put on YouTube. It'll be like 24 hours of rainforest. We already kind of talked about it, but I'm not just talking about the rain and thunder and all that.
You're talking
They'll have
about the
like
bullfrogs.
that has the
and shit.
frogs.
yeah, it'll have
and
the frogs
yeah.
and the like birds chirping and all that shit. So I'll take that.
I think you can have it, but it's just so similar to rain that maybe you're gonna lose some
tough.
points there.
Yeah.
But
He
it's got
he wants
the added,
that. He wants that bullfrog.
Yeah, I want not the bullfrog. It's
Crickets.
There's like insects and stuff.
There's like that weird bird that makes
Yeah.
noises too.
Those are fucking annoying. And one of the
That's
houses
why
I grew
just
I don't use that
drafted
for
it.
sleep because
No,
it kind of.
I'm talking owl. One of the houses I grew up in, there was a owl fucking nest right outside my bedroom window, and those things are like deafening. They are so loud.
How about that? There are some annoying. Well, I don't want to say any other ones because maybe people like it, but there are some bird noises and shit that are like, ugh.
I think
Shut
they're
up.
almost all awful.
Yeah.
I hate birds. Birds
Yeah,
are
Picturing
gross.
Fuck
White
birds.
Sox
Fuck
Dave
you,
as a
Clem.
kid with the pillow over his ears, screaming
this
at
is
an
like
owl
high
to
school.
shut the fuck up is unbelievable.
It was bad, man.
All right. Well, you get all those, just so you know. You can't get the rainforest without the
cacophony
yeah.
from the birds.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're up again.
Then I fucking hate cat. I don't hate cats, but a cat purring is just a beautiful noise. I don't.
I fucking hate cats, but the noise they make, I like.
It's adorable.
You're not talking about a meow. You're talking about like
No,
when they
purring.
go like.
Yeah, when they're purring. Yeah, the purring, meowing's out.
I think
I'm out.
we just watched you lose the draft.
Yeah. Big
Why?
time. I'll tell you why those two picks stink. That's why.
I don't care what you think.
I think I just heard the sound of you fucking falling off the chart, dude.
You picked.
That's a great sound.
I mean, an orgasm. That's not even a sound.
The sound of.
I don't-
It's like the Roadrunner.
a cat purring is a perfectly.
No, it's a good. Yeah, I mean, like cat people will totally agree with you.
Yeah.
But you don't
It
even
is
need to be a
cute
cat
sound,
purring,
but
or a cat
you
person.
you are right about that too. But I also think cat people will love it, and non-cat people don't know it really, because I know what you're talking about. Like, I'm not a cat person, but I like recently.
You don't
have-
know that cats purr?
Yeah, I knew that cat's purr, but I really did not know what it sounds like. I didn't know that it's kind of like a
I guess I can't really hear it either. I mean, I know in my soul what it is, but I can't hear it in my head.
I'm very excited to spin this into Cat Guy Dave.
That's what I'm hearing.
It happened. This is it.
So you're
Cat
not a
gang,
cat guy?
stand up. I'll be honest.
That sounds
not
like a
bad.
bad
Dude, that sounds like your carburetor in
Oh,
your car.
that's what the video is, though. It says cat.
That sounds like
stop.
That sounds like
has to be the most relaxing sound ever.
Again.
But it's like a fucking a motor, like one of the baseball card wheel spoke things.
Yeah, that's a terrible.
That's they dubbed it in and they fucked me.
Ooh.
Hey, fuck
All right, Cat Guy.
The baseball, that made me
Feline.
think of one. I'm not going to pick it, so I'll just say it. But the skid of a bike, when you're like,
Oh, yeah.
it's a solid
nice.
sound. It's not a draftable sound, but
Right.
it is.
Do like that.
That's
All
more
right,
of a
damn.
visual for me when you leave the tail.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's good to be a dog guy. It's good to be a dog. Crazy to hear.
Ed, you want to watch my dog this weekend?
Yeah, sure. Let me know.
Will you?
Yeah, sure.
I wouldn't even trust you to.
Well, all right. Have fun with your cats.
Not a bad one right there either.
Chief, you're up.
All right, so I'm picturing like a glass bottle where you give it on the bottom and then like when you open that,
Like
you
a Snapple bottle.
like a Snapple bottle, yeah, or an iced tea where
good
you just
sound.
where you just get that crisp little. I actually think that's as a pure sound and not what it means is better than an opening of a can.
I would agree with that.
So
Popping a bottle.
I had
Yeah.
Snapple Pop is what
The
I
Snap-
call it.
yeah.
I think it's more. What are you picking?
Yeah,
I would-
twist or the pop?
the twist,
Yeah.
but I love the sound of hitting the bottom of
which
a,
is a weird thing that we all did. I think for no
I don't even
reason.
think it matters.
Like you just shake
Yeah.
it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a weird thing that you like programmed to do.
When
Yeah.
you were saying hit the bottom, I was picturing ketchup.
Or
Like,
that.
yeah,
Same.
but like,
But no, because
I feel like
that
a
just
pickle
has, like-
jar more than
Yeah.
But or
What
but
you're
I-
talking about, it's
a
any
snap,
jar
yeah.
that has the seal
Yep,
is
and you
flat
just-
and then it pops up.
Yeah,
Like
I think that's just like a pure sound.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Pickle jar is
that is a good one.
yeah.
So just
but that
pop in a
kind of
bottle.
goes together.
Pop,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I don't know if you can say that because then I think people will think of something else if you say
Yeah.
popping bottles. So this is like specifically like that.
A twist pop bottle.
like a snap.
I think
like
if
the
you say,
Snapple
I think
Pop,
if you say
yeah.
Just say
pickle jar, I think that would
Okay.
most people
jar
would get that.
opening. I have it
Yeah.
in my phone. I just say jar opening.
Yeah.
Pop
Yeah.
of a jar.
Pop. Yeah.
All right, pop of a jar. Huh, all right. I see it. John.
I'm going with silence. There is a
No,
hum.
worst sound ever.
There's a hum.
No.
No,
I can't
dude.
sleep in silence. I have to have
Dude.
something going.
But because the worst sound in the world is just an unwanted sound, which is most sounds. Like when you have roommates and they're closing the cabinet or something, a cupboard, while you're fucking watching TV, and you're like, why did you fucking slam that? You goddamn idiot! But when you're just
You
sitting
can say
there,
girlfriend. You don't have to say roommates.
but when you just like you get when you need quiet and you get into a quiet room and it's just like you hear like just getting that hum, you're like, oh, that's the most relaxing sound to me.
So
Nothing.
Nothing. So I had something on my list that I couldn't figure out a way to like put it into this form because I was like, I can't just drive silence. But like if you're skiing and there's like a light snow and it's like the quietest
That's what made me
thing
think
ever.
of like this if we
It's
want to get
just
more
like a-
specific, the silence after a snowstorm.
Yes.
Where it's just like
Yeah.
just
there's a
dead quiet.
Yeah.
That
you know,
is
because you know what it
great.
is too. In the snow, you have the crunching when you're
Yeah.
walking on the snow, and then you stop, and it's just like a
Dead silence.
weird.
Yeah.
It's
also-
weird
that has
because
a-
silence
That
definitively
is-
But it
isn't
is kind of a sound.
But
it's like
Yeah.
wind or something.
Yeah.
But
There's
it doesn't,
something to
no,
it.
It's almost like it's so still. Like there's just
I do like that.
I
Yeah.
also would argue, if you wanted to get obnoxious with it, is taking silence in general. Because I also feel like, why I was asking about if you're talking about buzzer beater at home or away,
Yeah.
when you silence a crowd,
Yeah.
when you silence, getting
nice.
people to go is,
Record drop.
yeah, record scratch for sure.
Record scratch. Drop.
That's a good one. The record, the crackle of a record. Oh, sorry.
Ooh, might be coming. All right, silence off the board. It's back to me. I'm a big anticipation guy. So to me,
right before the orgasm.
right before, a roulette wheel.
Oh, strong.
I like that. Yeah, I like
And you're
that.
just sitting there. Everyone's staring at it. The sound of that.
And it bounces in your number. And you're like, stay there.
A roulette
good.
ball spinning.
Yeah, it's got to build up the speed.
Yeah,
You're just
that's a good
waiting.
one. That was not on my list, but it should have been.
And then drop it in has another clunk. If
Yeah.
it bounces, it could possibly get more clunks. Someone about a roulette ball. Kevin, to you.
Me?
Yeah.
This is my.
Fourth and fifth, yeah.
I am gonna go with bubble wrap. The pops of a bubble
Yeah.
wrap.
Overrated.
No way, dude. Are you crazy?
I'll say that
Nah.
I like it, but for about 4 seconds.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then it's like, stop fucking doing
No.
it.
When I
No,
was a
see-
kid, it could consume a whole day.
Oh,
yeah.
But now,
Well,
it
yeah,
is-
but that's what I'm talking. You know,
Yeah.
I mean that when you either do the individual with your fingers, you can also do when you walk on it, and when you do the twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like you're wringing out a rag.
Yep.
It's kind of becoming obsolete, though, right?
Yeah,
Like, I
there's probably
feel
not
like
much of it anymore.
Yeah.
Probably not
Amazon
much of it
just
anymore.
giving you the big
the big one. Yep. Yeah, like the
And-
pillow.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
Those big fat.
Yeah,
those are garbage.
And they're
Those
too
don't
loud.
hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So I pop them anyway. But actually, you know what I've been doing recently is I stab it with like a pen because the
big ones.
It's like a thunderstorm. It's too loud and it scares
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So I
Yeah, when you
pop
pop
it and
those, it's like a
seeps-
gunshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your
yeah,
kids
yeah.
like them or no?
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah.
so
Oh,
that-
the big ones?
yeah.
No, but I lay out the bubble wrap. And
Yeah, they're in. Yeah, that's
yeah.
why I didn't know if because that's the kids' bubble wrap. Now
Yep,
they're
yep.
watching these big
No,
ones.
I mean, yeah, if we get it, but you're right. It is kind of few and far between. But
Yeah.
when we do get it,
that's like packing peanuts are dead too.
Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to that. Was that like an
that
environmental
they
thing?
just don't exist anymore. I was like,
Yeah.
they don't make a
Yeah.
sound. Yeah, and
Yeah.
what a pain in the fucking ass those
Oh,
are.
the worst.
Because I have
Peanuts?
gotten those before, and again, I'll let the kids play with it for a little bit, and then it's just like, oh, my
What do I do
fucking-
with this?
Yeah.
A lot of
Can't even
packing
vacuum
peanuts,
it. It's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah. Dude, there's a reason why to call it overrated is simply preposterous. There's a reason why it's like a known thing of bubble wrap. Like otherwise, you don't know any other packaging. You don't know any other
Yeah.
thing. It's like bubble wrap has become. It's almost like a de facto toy for the poor kids.
Yeah.
That doesn't
That-
make a
that
good
and then-
sound.
Well, the
they
reason
like
why
the,
you
they
do
like
it is
the
'cause it's a good
physical
sound.
popping.
It was that
More
and
than the
then
sound, I
getting
feel
in
like.
sword fights with the wrapping paper sticks.
The long tubes,
yeah.
Or
That was
using
great.
the paper towel ones, the shorter ones.
Yeah,
Telescope.
seeing that telescope.
Periscope.
All right, fifth round, Kevin. You're up again.
Oh shit, it's back to back. I actually, as I said this, as I was saying that, wish I could take that back and trade it for, because that reminded me of a different one. But it's locked. It's done. I can't do
Yeah.
it, right? I'm gonna go with. Give me 1 second.
The
Silence.
anticipation one.
Yeah.
You
I
into this,
just
John?
don't know if it's. I just don't know if this is a. I don't think it's a singular thing. So. One more second. Hang on.
I'm surprised you're not doing the one we just kind of locked eyes on.
Yeah. That if I had like a 6th and 7th, I might be going there.
You guys can read each other's minds at this point.
It was a little bit of telepathy.
Well, 10 years.
Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna play this quietly in my ear and see if it's a thing. Nah, these are all like different things. Okay. I want to have some sort of video game representation,
Okay.
and I will go with EA Sports. It's in the game.
I think that plays.
That's not a sound. That's not a.
It is a word.
EA Sports
We haven't had
intro?
any words yet.
I don't know if that's a sound. A sound. Yeah, there shouldn't be any like letters tied to it.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah, I guess like I was thinking, it's such like a. It's not even like a real person, right? It's not like a.
No, it is a
digitized-
guy.
It is a guy.
He'll
Yeah.
go viral like once a year. Like,
Yeah.
we found the EA Sports guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
All right. I mean,
That's another draft we're gonna do in the future. So yeah, you're right.
okay.
Video
Someone-
game.
Like just company
Voice.
sounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will go with. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. I'll go with the sound of a record player crackle.
Okay, that is like
okay.
the static,
Love
the
that.
white noise kind of.
Just like and sometimes they put it on regular songs now. It's not even like on vinyl.
Yeah.
But that I can't even make it with my mouth.
Oh, you
That
can't,
shit
but
is-
everyone knows what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's in every horror movie ever.
Yeah, and there's like a old school vibe to it. It's
Yeah.
like
Well-
if it is coming from a record,
Yeah.
it's like a
There was like a
Great.
I'll leave it on.
yeah.
yeah, just to
Yeah.
let that's almost white noise, just like
Yeah.
I don't leave it on for an extended period of time, but I don't like run over to flip the record. I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Ah, this is nice.
so the record crackle.
I
Yeah.
see it. You like that one, Dave?
Yeah, I was just in Nashville last week, and we were touring the Gibson's Garage, which is like a lounge area for. They do a live show, Gibson Guitars, and they have this bank vault down there where they have like their most rare guitars that are worth millions and millions of dollars, and they had a record player in there.
Millions? Legit?
legit millions of dollars.
Wow.
Like
That's insane.
The
That is crazy.
first edition, like 1952 guitars that Tom Petty played and shit like that, that are appraised for millions of dollars, and they're in a legit bank vault. And they had this record player in there that was playing, and the record was done. So I put another one on it. They're like, that was Keith Richards' record player that you just messed with and shouldn't have. And I'm like,
Dude.
yeah,
Yeah, that's me.
yeah.
That sounds like a Dave story.
yeah.
I feel like you should just permanently have a guy. I think the audio went
Are we
off.
still rolling? No, that's fine. You keep going.
Where someone has just like a velvet rope. Like someone just currently walking around with you at all times.
Bubble boy,
keeping you behind a
give you
velvet
some
rope.
Marion.
Yeah.
Just always-
You need like a team of 4 people walk in front, on the
Yeah.
side, and the back, and they just walk with you everywhere.
Nope, don't touch that.
Well, no, I mean, it was out there and it was playing music, so it stopped. I was going to put on like the next Rolling Stones album, whatever it was. And I
love
did.
it.
And they're like, probably shouldn't have done that. And I'm like, it's cool though. I'm like, it wasn't cool. I shouldn't have done that.
Why'd you do it? You just
Because it was done. It needed to start over. So I took
Keith
liberty in
Richards
doing
is,
that.
yeah.
It was actually Carlos Santana's. But
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of who it was. It was Carlos Santana.
unsurprising, Dave. All right, it's to me. I'm gonna go with another Anticipation, even though I'm between two. I like this other one a lot, but it's maybe too niche. It's a jingle we hear every year. Doom, 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 doom.
So the NFL draft
The NFL
jingle.
draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Jingles gets in. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of jingles.
there's a shit ton of jingles.
Yeah.
I know that.
I
It's
had
not a
that on my
sound though.
list,
It's a
though.
collection of sounds to make like a jingle.
But that is, I think that one's fine. I would not veto that.
Like, would you where do you
It
draw
is
the
a
line? though?
collection of sounds. That's a good argument.
Like,
I don't.
could you
care.
do like dun 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 dun?
That's a song, right?
yeah, I think that is.
Not
That's
a
on
song
how
versus
different
this
is
is
this
just
from
a-
the HBO intro?
This is a collection of different musical notes that make like a jingle. I think that
Yeah,
it's-
you know what? Like, you can play that sound on a piano or a guitar.
Yeah,
you can't play the
I
HBO. Zoom.
I could live with it, DeVito. That's fine.
I would veto. I don't think it's a sound. A sound like the crack of a bat is a sound.
I don't necessarily care enough to veto. anybody's
Yeah, I
thing,
know,
but
that's
just
where
for the
I'm
sake
at.
of it.
I don't
I'll
think
just
I'm a
change
veto
it for
type
the
guy.
sake of EA Sport. I'll just change it, okay? And I'll go with the other one I was going to go with, and it's Cleats in a Parking Lot.
Oh,
I don't like that one. That one's like the opposite. I dislike
I
that one.
love
Like
that
on
one.
That
concrete.
gives me a little bit of
It,
nails
like,
on a
makes me,
chalk-
like-
nails on a chalkboard. vibe
Yeah,
over it. It's
yeah,
like-
click,
definitely.
Oh, I love the click clack, and that was just like takes you back. Like we got a big Game Boy.
Yeah.
like, we're
Oh,
walking
yeah.
through. You know, like here we
No,
go.
I
It's like
do
the
get
last
that.
thing you hear
I think though,
before-
if you're talking about the energy and the vibe, again, that's the whole theme for me here. Like that feeling of, or even the opposite of like we just finished up and you know
Yeah.
what I mean, like we're walking to the parking
That's-
lot or whatever. Little League's done for the day,
Yeah.
whatever. But I think if you're talking just like the click clack, I think like Dress Shoes is a better click clack.
Oh,
Oh,
I think so?
You know, like I think because that's
don't
where the
know.
cleats give me a little bit of a heebie-jeebies. But
Yeah,
that has
cleats,
a
it's
better,
like a scratch
Hearing a
almost.
whole football team on
Yeah,
its
yeah,
way to a
yeah.
field
it's like a
is fucking
procession.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
There's something cool.
I
about
love
it.
that sound. Yeah, I think that's an awesome.
That it's almost like a drummer boy. Like,
Yeah,
like you're,
yeah.
you're going into war. You're getting
Yeah.
fucking
Yes,
fired up
yes.
for that.
Fifth rounder in the or first rounder in the fifth. I feel.
yeah, I think that's a great pick.
John, to you.
Okay. This is my musical one that I think this plays. The first note of Welcome to the Black Parade, which is like the one key.
Can
Can we get the key?
Yep.
It's hold on.
Yeah, because I was listening to it already today.
Ding.
Just the first.
Just that first
Just
one.
the
just
one?
the ding. You like you know what song is coming. I made it just because I fucking almost like that's what was playing in my head or in my headphones if I was wearing headphones when I was hearing the cleats clack. That's what
John?
I was like.
What am I up or Chiefs up? So you just picked a G chord on the piano.
I want it on the fucking graphic as the first note of Welcome to the Black Parade.
I don't know Welcome to the Black Parade well enough. I don't know that genre of
It's
music.
a great pump-up
but
song, I think.
But
Yeah.
this song, this actually came up for whatever reason. Somebody said, I think there was a viral tweet that was like, what sound you immediately know it's what song it is.
Yeah.
And everybody who knows punk music answered that.
Really?
Like that in that genre, if you're a fan of that, everybody was like, it's an undeniable, you know that sound.
Yeah. It's and then with Kanye with Runaway, it's kind of the same. He's playing a different key, but that's how Runaway starts, and it's very similar. He played it much later.
But it
Welcome
is
to Black
funny
Parade
that
was
it's like
first.
technically that's just a piano key.
Yeah,
No, that's all it is. It's just a G.
That was
that's a
we've
sound.
always said that like the meanest thing you can do is like just describe to someone exactly what they do. Where you're like, oh,
Well, I
John,
knew the
I'm a
song immediately because I
podcaster,
love that song.
Say stupid things about sex.
No,
and,
I agree
dumb
with you.
stories.
It's
You're
great.
Right. That's what.
That's what it is. It's a G chord.
That's all it is. It's just a G note.
I'm gonna have to put all right. I'm gonna have to put G chord in parentheses.
I
How
think you
many
say
people do you
piano
think-
key
Yeah.
that starts Welcome to the Black
Parade piano.
Yes,
key.
Welcome to the Black Parade piano key. That's it.
No.
How many people do you think could identify what a G chord sounds like just by reading it?
None.
A shit ton of people.
Musician.
Yeah, I mean, every
Yeah.
single musician could. They'd be like, oh yeah.
I definitely could not.
No way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, just playing other sounds over here.
Chief, you're up.
That was
all
the
right.
winning pick, by the way, just in case everyone's wondering.
That first rounder.
That was the winner.
That was his fifth. That was his fifth first
just
rounder.
ended the draft.
Yeah. I'll take. I think it's just on my brain because it's summer, but I hate the sound of car engines revving up, but a boat engine starting where it's like that. Glug, 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 glug,
Yo, I like that.
You know what? That's not. I
think
like that
that-
one.
That also usually kind of associates also. There's usually a smell of gasoline
Little
kind of
bit,
going because you're
yeah,
buying engines.
yeah.
So that's a 2-for-1.
It's
Yeah,
exhaust,
and you know,
yeah.
like you're about to have a pretty good day.
Yeah.
like you got a boat day, which is
Yeah.
kind of rare for me. I don't really have any boat access, but like so when you
Well,
sit
that's
there-
why.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ask a boat guy, that's like that would be like if you said, well, I guess it would be an alright pick if you said the start of a car, like a car engine.
Yeah.
But for most people, they'd be like, whatever. For a boat guy, they'd be like, yeah, that's me turning on my boat. If you're not a boat guy and you're on the boat, it's like,
I have boat aspirations, and I hope you're wrong about that.
will
I want
always
the
forever have it.
satisfaction,
Yeah.
like every
Yeah.
time that
The
glug, glug, glug.
gurgling of the boat.
the
Yeah.
gurgling of the boat engine
Okay.
revving up.
Yeah, that is good. That was
All
good.
right.
All right. White Sox Day, Mr. Relevant.
I got one that I really want to go with. I'll show that for honorable mentions. know what? I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna go ping of a good drive. But
golf
that's
guy
such
Dave.
a boring fucking
That's
pick.
a ping. That's a ping.
I would have gone with like a solid iron over a drive. I think.
He's got golf
Either-
putt too, though. He's double golf.
I know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
hate to
I'm
see
fucked
that.
anyways. But
You hate to see that.
I mean, they're both objectively great sounds.
What about the cat purr?
That is a great sound. Ed just hates animals. He probably he probably
Everyone
tortures.
here hated it, but you're taking your aggression out on me.
Well, you brought it up again. Why wouldn't I? They didn't. They dropped it. You just said cat purring.
I was about to say it if we're being honest.
and I would have defended myself against you too.
Oh fuck! I just thought of one that I really should have taken.
Uh-oh.
I was just gonna go with the G chord on a guitar, but you fucking.
You fucked him.
That would have been great.
I got a couple honorable mentions that are gonna eat at me. I think.
All right, I'll roll through them here. Great sound, though, Dave. Ping of a drive is nice.
Yeah.
A nice, someone getting that
I've had
clean.
maybe 3 good drives in my whole life, and it's like the sweet spot of a bat where you don't even feel the
Yeah.
ball connect
Yeah.
with the club head,
Yeah.
and you just know you fucking pissed on the ball.
I also think that's kind of a 3-for-1. I think you get the of the
Yeah,
club,
yeah.
the of the grass like right
Yeah.
before, and then like the ping. It's like it's a whole
A lot of good stuff
comes together.
there.
There's that good silence right before, I'll watch the majors on TV on Sundays. So I'll watch golf 4 times a year, 4 Sundays a year, basically. And
But only like
the
the last few
silence
holes.
right before they're about to take
Yeah.
a shot, that's a good
But then I
silence.
hate the people yell shit and even the
Yeah.
same like
Mashed
good drive
potatoes,
or whatever.
yeah.
It looks good or
Get
whatever.
in the hole.
Get in the hole. It's a
Yeah,
par 5.
and then
That
like mashed
sucks.
potatoes and shit. I hate all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
It was fun for a while.
Yeah.
It's
Like
been
the first
overplayed,
time.
but
Yeah,
when it
people
first
ruined it.
started-
Like they ruined
fucking the
everything.
pussy,
Yeah, right,
all that
yeah.
stuff.
Baba
you know?
Booey.
I do respect if you can if you can come up with a funny one. If you can come up with funny lines and shit, that's a great time to drop it. But you better be funny.
Yeah.
The bar is very high.
It's hard to be funny on
Yeah.
that though. All right, I'll run through it. We'll do honorable mentions. We'll get out of here. KFC, Crack of the Bat, HBO intro, WAP, Bubble Wrap, Record Crackle, Eddie Thunderstorms, Roar after buzzer beater, a clean dap, roulette ball spinning, cleats in a parking lot.
It's a strong draft, Ed.
It is.
You, John. John hitting a post, orgasm, crack of a beer, silence, first note of welcome to the Black Parade, G chord in parentheses.
G-Chord gang, stand up! You're gonna be surprised if he's on the thing. There's gonna be a legion of like punk fans who are gonna. He'll probably if he's on it, he'll probably win just for that because the punk fans are.
I told you I was the pick that won the draft.
Chief, ball hitting the mitt, steak sizzling, ocean waves, pop of jar, boat engine starting. White Sox Dave, campfire crackling, golf putt, rainforest, cat purring, ping of a drive.
Have you never been around a cat?
I mean, a lot of people's answer to that is gonna be no.
Literally one day. There
Yeah.
was one day ever I was with a
If
cat.
you're not around it, it's you really don't know.
These
it.
guys are
Sounds
like,
like it was a bad day too.
No, it's a fun day. I actually quite like the cat.
Yeah,
but
it
it
was.
was-
Also, I would have almost. I think I'm going to be a stickler here and say it should have been the purr of a kitten because cats are like kittens
Yeah.
are the ones that are cute.
it was a kitten.
a kitten is a cat.
Cats suck. Kittens are where
It's
it's,
like
at.
saying a baby is a human.
Yeah, it's like
not.
a good
I
like
mean, it
a
is,
baby
but,
coo
like-
is very different than a human.
What?
If
Yeah.
a human's like ooh goo goo got
Yeah.
here, get the fuck out of here,
yeah.
weirdo.
All right, honorable mentions. What do we got?
I feel like I have a ton. Man.
I got 6 or 7.
I think
I got 9.
I'm gonna represent for my nerds out there. I think the switching on of a lightsaber.
I was thinking about drafting that
Dude,
one,
you
but
should've
I've
drafted
never
that.
even.
God, it was
You
too
should've
late.
drafted
I was
that.
sitting on it the whole. This is
Oh,
why.
fuck. I got a good one.
This is why I need to write things down and be more prepared for these drafts because I was like, no one's gonna take that. I know I don't have any nerds on the panel. That's why I was also trying
But
to keep.
everybody knows that sound though.
Well,
I was
that's
thinking of
what I
taking
mean.
it. I've only seen one Star Wars movie.
Did you ever? You were
ever.
you were gonna
I
take
was
it?
thinking about taking it. Yeah.
Definitely should have. I thought nobody was gonna take it, and then I just fucked myself. By
But
the end.
everyone would
purr
be like,
beat
you
it
don't
out
even
though,
watch
huh?
Star Wars. It doesn't matter. Everybody knows that sound.
Yeah, no, that's why it's good. I mean, when you
Google any list you want. Cat purring's going to be on there.
The first time ever, Dave's like, I wish Carl was here.
I wouldn't go that far.
I didn't take this because I feel like you guys would veto it because it's a word, I guess. But it is kind of a sound at the same time. What if I had taken Hadouken
Oh, from
Street Fighter?
yeah. I was
Does
gonna
that
say
play?
Mortal Kombat.
There's a word like a.
I
You
think
know.
it's
Is that
probably
a
like
word in
a
a different
Japanese
language, or is
word,
that-
right?
I don't know
Possibly,
what it means.
possibly a word.
It's probably a word from a Japanese.
Does it
Yeah,
mean like
I would-
fireball or some shit like that? I don't know.
I don't know, but it would have been.
There's a bunch of different video game noises that I could have taken, but I just don't know if I'm too old
You're
now.
a
So that,
Ocarina of Time guy. I was thinking of the Navi.
yeah, that's
noise
that's
Navi makes?
part of what I was listening to.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a.
But how do you describe that though?
I was thinking the only one that I think I could safely take that maybe applies to like everybody is the sound of I guess there's a couple Mario sounds, but when he goes into the tube,
Yep.
that like I can't even do it with my
Yeah.
mouth. Do you think that would be like enough people would know that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
know
wasn't a Nintendo kid. I was
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like a noise that people
explains a
would
lot.
know, even
I
if
got
they didn't play.
64, not the original Nintendo.
A couple surprising ones that were sports was obviously the swish,
Yeah.
Yeah, Switch doesn't do much. for me.
tennis serve
Yeah,
is
okay.
nice, a bowling
Oh, you know
strike.
what fucked me up when I picked the bubble wrap?
Yeah.
As I talked about twisting it, cracking your knuckles, cracking bones.
Oh, that's
That's
nice.
why I wanted to
That's
switch it.
nice.
But kind of the same
When you
noise.
said the twist, I thought
That,
of like
and
a back
if you watch it, I like pause and I was like, fuck. And that's why. But I didn't want to take it because I just did bubble wrap. I had the
Tough
double
top.
pick there, and I was like, I can't take 2 of the same crackles there. But that one, I mean, I crack my. That's like what I live for is cracking my neck and
Cracking
shit.
it.
The I had the I guess the exasperated gasp of when someone gets hit in the nuts.
It's tough.
But I don't like that because I can feel their pain.
Yeah, but I laugh.
You're like, it's so funny. Yeah.
Oh, I got a good one that I'm really. This is gonna eat at me too. This is a very specific one. I'm so mad at myself. The grape lady. I should have.
Yeah, that's kind of the same idea.
That noise has never been made. That noise has been made once in the history of sounds.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never seen the
grape
grape
lady
lady?
stomping
It's
in the
the most
bucket, and she
viral
falls and
video
she
ever.
breaks
You
her
might
Yeah.
not be
From, like,
allowed to do that at
2004.
1.0.
Yeah,
shit.
it's like it was on E-Bomb's World. It wasn't even on YouTube.
I got another one. Happy look out! That sound right before he gets hit by this Volkswagen.
That the like it happened at Josh Allen hit the guy, I think, right? Maybe it was Mahomes during the match where someone hit the dude right in the head, and it was the loudest like clock ever. It was like such like a hollow fucking
Pop.
golf ball
Thud.
bouncing
Yeah.
off.
Here's one I just thought of. Throwing a rock into the water, the noise it makes.
The
that's a good
Kerplunk is a good one.
Oh,
that's a
the
good
throwing a
one.
rock. You could throw a rock at like a post, throwing a rock at a stop sign, like all
Anything,
those
yeah.
like the fucking
That's like
the echo. It gets.
one of those things on TikTok that I will always stop and watch is when someone's on a bridge or some high elevated surface and they just throw a rock into a body of water every time. Every time. And then I'm like, man, my brain is so simple.
Just has not progressed.
Kerplunk is like a
Yeah.
onomatopoeia, whatever. Like
Yeah.
there's a reason
That's
why.
what all of these should have been drafted as onomatopoeia.
What about this?
Like a clock.
The tongue click noise. I love
Oh.
that.
The clock, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if I can do it. I
classic
think it's
one.
kind of a dip in, but
Pool balls. Break in a pool.
That's a good one.
Opening.
Yep.
I do like the tennis one a lot more. That's a
Yeah.
The tennis
any
serve.
good pops. I think the best pop in hindsight is the
jar.
The
Bowling
specifically
strike
pickle
is
jars
good
are-
too.
What?
Bowling strike.
That is a good one.
Great one.
And shoes squeaking like basketball.
Yeah,
I
I
hate
wouldn't.
that.
Oh, I don't like
I
that.
don't like
when
it.
if you zero in on that when you're watching a basketball game, it becomes unwatchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
think about
Yeah.
just
It
that,
can't
it's
be
awful.
over the top, but
Yeah,
a
it's
certain
like those
amount.
like early season college basketball games where
There's
because
nobody
no
in the
crowd.
stands.
They're
Yes,
playing like
you
the
can hear
Four
every-
Seasons Bahama. You're like, I just can't watch it.
I might get shit for this one from Dave, but I like the sound the Apple computer makes when you turn it on.
No, this is the sound that I like.
You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Bong.
I gotta.
Yeah.
I also I went.
When you empty the trash can
Yeah,
on your Apple.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's a good one,
Yeah.
Dave.
I like. Oh, you know
Hold on, I
what?
gotta
You know
make
what would
sure
be some
the
really
volume's
good
up.
ones?
You only got one shot
all
at
of
this.
all of the aim noises.
Oh yeah.
Like the
back
door
to
opening
that.
and closing,
Yeah,
and I guess
yeah.
you got mail as a phrase, but
Yeah.
there was a
You've
bunch of
got
ones on
mail.
there. I like. I went with HBO. I think is the move. I think the Netflix dong dong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Law and Order.
Law
Law and Order would be
Yeah.
a great one to have on the fucking
That
on
is
the
a
boat.
good one.
The
I don't
door
watch that, but
closing.
that's
Yeah,
a cheap
but it's
pick.
still
you
an
know?
iconic. Yeah.
One I like more so than the crack of the can. I like in it's more on commercials than it is real life. Ice in a glass with the Coke fizzling and like the cube like
That's
clinking
good.
around
That's
the
like a
glass.
Vince Gilligan special. That
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah,
open
yeah.
an episode with something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, zoomed in, almost like ASMR, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even also like a one cube in a rocks glass, like just like
Yeah.
the clink of it going in
You
there.
hear,
Yeah.
you hear the ice crack.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that is a good
Well,
one.
that's also the
yeah.
cracking of a
I had
tray.
skate blades on ice too. I thought
Skate,
that's,
yep.
I
Yeah,
almost
that's good.
when
Yeah.
you said something about I don't remember what triggered it, but I was thinking about like a stop.
Probably,
Like
the skid.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
you're talking about the bikes. Yeah,
right. When,
yeah.
like a hockey stop
Yeah.
with the
The
noise and then
spray.
the spray of the
Yeah.
like the shaving of the ice.
A dog pre-bark.
Meaning
When they like the-
Oh, yes. yes. That's great.
You're a little too excited. Everyone's on, dude. Don't even try.
I love it.
I
That's
watched there was
beautiful.
no like
The
dog.
dog sleeping kind of the same thing, like because they're kind of doing this
Yeah.
the pre-bark while they sleep with their
So
dream.
this is I have a dog one too where like I'll go into bed and I'll leave the dog sleeping on the couch and he always like follows me, but it might be like 20 minutes later, but you can always hear his little nails on the hardwood. I like that.
Yeah, there are good dog ones. I like a dog yawn. I like a dog like when they kind of like stretch and like.
Yeah.
The Clydesdales from the Budweiser commercials.
Clop
Oh,
with the horses.
yes.
Yeah.
That's like Central Park horses. Is
Yeah.
like
Damn, Dave, all these good
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, there's a
You
lot.
went
Check
Those
that
are
out.
like you should have redone your whole draft with all these. All your honorable mentions are fucking fire.
I have like the rumbling at a racetrack where they're coming around down the stretch.
Never been.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was, yeah.
What are you
I've
talking
been-
about? I've been with you at Arlington.
Yeah.
Like they're coming down.
That's
Yeah, not
great.
NASCAR,
I
but
was
like
thinking
the
NASCAR,
like,
yeah.
like it's like a stampede.
Yeah,
That's
you can-
great.
oh,
It's like a
it's-
little
yeah, yeah,
louder,
yeah,
a little
yeah.
louder,
Yeah.
and then they come right in front of your face, and it's awesome.
I like hearing my popcorn in the microwave. You know, I like the pop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a nice sound. Would the Jeopardy theme have been allowed?
I had
Tell
that.
me, because that's where I think
No,
a
that's
lot
not
of
a sound.
jingles and a lot of
Yeah, it's a
The
tough
sounds
one.
just
I had
Sounds
the,
are tough,
The
yeah.
Price is
One.
Right.
sure.
Like,
Yeah, that's a
but-
good one.
My last one was that last final ding of the seatbelts off on an airplane.
Oh,
and then
strong.
the unclick of the seatbelts.
Yeah.
It's
But
a
that-
collection.
I thought about that, but then it's immediately followed by assholes like trying to.
Yeah, but you're
charge
there
up.
though. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
worst
I
think
you
that
survive
is-
flying.
I think that is.
Become like over.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
that many people do it. I stand up. I'm a
saw it- I
stander.
saw it on the
but I
strip, man.
stand into the aisle. I don't go forward. I just stand up.
You can. I feel like you can only stand if you're in an aisle seat.
Yeah,
too.
for sure.
I-
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people
Oh, the
who
people who
stand like
in
this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Like-
Although I will say sometimes I need like my leg. I'm like I gotta stretch.
Yeah,
and even
yeah.
if my head's in the fucking thing, my legs gotta get up.
Yeah.
And this, I got
Um,
one last one. Is when in my old neighborhood, I lived in Ukrainian Village, and there's just churches everywhere.
Church
And
bells?
Church bells in the distance is like.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
That's
that.
a good.
Yeah.
That makes you feel like I don't know, like
You're closer.
life
to
is
God.
nice.
Yeah.
It's like, for a split second, you're hungover. Your life's a disaster.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, the birds are chirping and there's church bells.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Life's- What about
School bell.
school bell?
But
See, yeah, that's one like the sound itself sucks. To
Yeah.
me. I don't like
Yeah.
a bell
But-
ring, but the
Everything
know,
after.
yeah.
sometimes it can be doom though, because it rings after every
True,
period.
and
You
it
got to
rings
go.
when it starts,
too,
and you're like-
yeah.
oh, can I? I'm just begging to just can I just redraft something because I think
What was the one you said that you were gonna draft?
I-
You're like, but my hand is off the chess piece. Like you're like, it's done and sealed. You said
the
you had.
cracking knuckles? Cracking
Okay,
bones.
all right.
The Pornhub drums.
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. That is so. I mean, that is if that's going to be iconic for both sexes. For
I actually
this
can't
generation
say
forever. Huh?
I can't do it. I couldn't
Me
do it
neither.
right now.
But if
I'd
you
hear
heard
it.
Yeah.
but
What,
I'd
say,
know.
what was it? What'd
The
you say?
Pornhub drums, like
Oh, yeah.
like
Well-
the drums in the very beginning.
Company sounds. We'll have to
Yeah.
have you
Yeah,
Okay,
guys
so
back.
that is a different one. All
Yes, we'll have to have you
right.
guys
That
back
makes me feel
for
better that I can take that at another time.
Company sounds draft will be good.
Company sounds.
There's
like
a
with
lot of them.
like Sega.
Yes.
That
yes,
counts as
exactly.
the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Can I be on that one?
Yes.
Yep.
That's
I got a lot of those.
There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. All right, then. I think we're. Is there enough
Oh wait,
bad
one more thing.
sounds?
Like, what about?
Yeah,
The-
I think
the
there's more
pro-
bad than good.
Yeah, you could do a bad sound.
Oh,
right?
definitely. Yeah.
The prototypical laugh-inducing fart.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that's a bad
that,
sound.
like yeah. But whether you like it's good or bad, it is like
Hold on,
that
let's pull one
noise.
up.
They vary. They vary too much. But like
They
a
got
true,
10
like-
hours of fart. Well, here's 3. We got 10 hours. We got all the farts
10
you
hours
want.
of farts?
Who people listen to 10 hours of farts?
Hey, you never
How many
know.
views does that have?
Watch
10 hours of farts. How many?
8,883,000.
Fuck the world.
Yeah, like that.
Fuck it all.
Unreal. Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, that was
Thank you
great.
very much.
Appreciate it. That's a new hat. That hat's in the store. Go
We
check
got a
out
lot.
that
We
hat.
got a lot of new
This
shit.
has
in
the
the store.
story. Yeah.
We did
got
too.
new,
Chief shirt.
I spilled on it because, of course, but
What do you guys
the
got,
new,
Kevin?
The new
Sorry.
shorts John's wearing. We got new swim trunks for Moon Man and Sad Boy. Whole lot of shit on KFC Radio.
Beautiful. So
what
do we.
about, like pencil on paper, like in the stand video.
Ooh.
Oh, I was gonna say shade.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, what is this guy like?
Ooh, a nice shave.
I think that's sick.
I think
I think
it makes
that's
me
like a
feel manly.
Dexter thing. Like they started, he shaves in
I
Dexter.
don't mind that.
Yeah.
No, I mean
It
that's
was-
part of the Dexter opening because it's like a
Yeah,
weird,
I
like
actually never
killer.
really seen that show.
I
Sickening
did it.
sound.
I shaved the other day, so I heard it. But I also it's in the start of Stranger Things this year. Matthew Modine, whatever the doctor. Remember he's shaving.
Yeah. I think you should do bad sounds.
Bad. I think because I got
Nails on the chalkboard would
I
be
got
the
a
cliche,
huge
but like
one.
there's
Yeah.
a ton. I want to be back for Nails on the chalkboard and company sounds.
All right. Sounds
If I don't
good.
win the company sounds draft, I fucking quit.
All right,
You
thank
guys want to be
Kevin.
part of the New York exodus to Chicago then? Just do this every week.
Oh, hey, let's pump the brakes.
Thank you, John.
Pick your studios and your chairs and everything. These people are coming to steal it.
It's coming. Thanks, everybody, for listening. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.